No.
How's it going, everybody?
Thanks for
Sorry
the ring
about
of
that.
wishes.
Did you actually
there's,
start?
there's no wishes. There's no wishes.
Oh.
Sorry, chat was drawing a bunch of, the players were drawing a bunch of dicks on everything. It's very inappropriate. We couldn't show that off.
Inappropriate or...
How could you, Zach?
Your face is
Fine.
inappropriate.
Chat, do you already see what I'm going to have to put up with?
I can't believe you've
already.
done this.
It's the best party setup. What are you talking about?
How's it going, everyone? So, tonight, we have everyone here. Also, Mo, thank you for gifting somebody a sub. Shadamura, enjoy your emotes, unfortunately.
I gave one to Shiny number 2 because I was bored waiting for you.
Oh, you were bored waiting? Oh, I'm sorry. I guess it's better than drawing.
So I gave you money.
Shiny also got one. Well, I'm sure a number will love it. Unfortunately, well, look, okay. Yeah, go ahead. Use those emotes that I fucking hate. God. I'm going to do that despite now. Okay, fair enough. All right. So, we got to... Shut up, Kevin. Anyway, we got a fancy layout today. I hope you all like it. It took me longer to Photoshop things than to set up anything else. So you know.
Imagine that.
That's right, Corky. Use the lobster. It's my favorite. Okay, so our delightful players, would you care to introduce yourselves? Those who might not know you. Wow, rude.
Tonight, I, Frankto, am playing Adam, off-the-rack paladin who's come from Waterdeep, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, fresh from being kicked out of an orphanage. It's great. I have since picked up a job as a caravan guard, completely incidentally, not through any merit of my own. Hey, you look tall and you have somewhat well-fitting armor. Hey, come along. It'll be great. Free travel, and money. Not like a lot, but,
Some,
Yeah. That's me, Adam. No last name.
He still refuses to have his last name known.
Yeah, mine too.
It's probably something embarrassing for both of them.
All right, I'll go next, seeing as no one else is going to volunteer.
Wow.
Hey, I'm Mo, and I'm playing Marin. I'm a half-elf druid that has been studying for the past 20 or so years, and now is going on an adventure. That's it. I'm still working on it.
It's progress. We got a lot of new players, chat, so bear with them as they learn, and as I also learn the system more intricately. That's why I have somebody who knows it better. Frankto will correct me whenever I inevitably do screw up.
You were talking right now? You shouldn't have been.
It looks really good, though.
I'm glad it looks good. So, who would like to go next?
I'll go next. This is Obsidian Cyrix in the chat there. I'd be playing Devros, Anvil, Antilles. Anvil being his moniker, since he was always working around a forge. I'm playing a forge cleric of Gond, who's a Gondite, or Gondar. And started off his life in Baldur's Gate. Had a nice family, average kind of upbringing with middle-ranged merchants as family folk, and fell in love with the Hall of Wonders, not to be confused with the House of Wonder, of course. It's where he learned his trade and how the priests of Gond always work on the community in physical and spiritual ways, and that kind of spoke to him. And then as he progressed through his training, tutelage, and understanding of that, and learned his magic, he then decided to wander, as the Gond priests are to do, seek out communities and help where they can. And so he left, realizing that he had a goal in his mind, which rapidly changed as he found how dark and gritty the world actually is. And fell into the mercenary trade, since there was a lot of work for healing and for repair work, and kind of kept an ear for it. And so he himself is a ex-mercenary. Recent company has been disbanded as there were not enough members left to continue it. So he's on the wayside, waiting for the next inspiration, and wherever Gond will lead him next.
All right, since nobody else is jumping into the bits, Glorgan's up next.
I am playing Glorgan Ironstar, the dwarf. And I will try a voice at some point and probably fail. I am a bard, chaotic neutral, so expect some shenanigans from me. I might be tossing coins to our cleric. Or sing about tossing coins to them.
Hold
Or
on, I'm
whoever.
obviously the Witcher here.
Yeah, I don't see you playing Blood Hunter.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't see a blood hunter, so I don't see you getting any coins. Besides, you already have a job.
Mend the chain, you mend the pain.
Checks out. All right, that leaves one person left.
Nah, I told you, I'm not doing it.
Now you got to.
Hello, everyone. I am Cross, sadly a moderator for the Bald Man. And I am playing Damien, a mysterious individual who comes from unknown lands and learning more about his new compatriots ever since they've met. And it's wondering and researching of a few things that he likes to keep secret.
He's a mystery man.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, that sums up the amount of terror that I'll have to deal with between all of them. So, chat, I hope you enjoy yourselves. As I'm bound to go insane. I can already feel it.
And for those interested, naturally, if you donate 5,000 bits, you get each and every one of us a luck blade.
I don't think that's true.
True story.
That seems untrue.
And yet, I said so, and I'm very trustworthy.
Also doesn't seem true.
Didn't you say he would tell you when you were wrong? So, sounds kind of sus.
I don't know about that one. So, with that lovely introduction done, let's go ahead and get started.
I like how the "if you enjoy our nonsense" thing pops up right as you say that.
Definitely wasn't planned, because that would require me to have forethought. It just does whatever it wants.
You don't even have three thought.
And into the town we go. Unbelievable. The exciting part where it loads, chat. Aren't you excited? I'm excited.
Loading
Very
screens are
exciting.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's the finest.
You should have installed a mod for loading screens.
I saw that there is one, and I'm probably going to grab it before we play again.
Neat.
With loading screen tips.
Also, it looks like it's killing your frames.
I will do that. Loading screen tip, guys, if you press spacebar twice, you can double jump.
Yeah. Very true.
True story.
If you press M, it brings up the map.
We're currently attaching beards to dwarves.
A good way to win is to reduce your enemy's hit points to 0 while keeping your hit points above 0.
True story.
If you find yourself in trouble, that red potion in your pocket will help out.
Yep, makes sense.
Oh, these are great.
We should write our own loading screens.
I have so many conflicted feelings about all of that.
Because they would be funnier.
Wow.
That's true.
If he did it, it'd probably be this Skyrim. Well, you know, Shadmura, I can't deny that. That might be true. I mean, the loading screen mod that Frankto is referring to is basically that.
I guarantee you I'm not referring to any specific mod.
Oh, well, the mod that I'm referring to does do that.
I bet it does.
Well, you know, these are the things that happen. And, you know, that's how it goes. I is for inventory. That is... Actually, I wonder if that is true.
Some games.
I was just wondering if I could click on a token and open up their inventory. That is not the case.
Be right back. 1 second.
Good lord, I just reloaded the stream and I heard myself. I sound so bogany.
Well, you know.
Keep loading, 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 loading.
That's usually how it goes. So, chat, how's your day
There we
going?
go.
Yeah, that's going to be part of the initial
Zoom in
load.
so far.
The initial load on each of these pages is going to be a bit of a moment. I'm going to go with a really drawn-out Southern accent. Checks out for a dwarf. Maybe? I'm sure there are Southern dwarves. I don't see why not.
Settled on this. Come on, mate. It'll be great. None of that is true. I'm not doing that. For clarification, Adam is like late teenish, so
Probably in
you
the
know,
chat.
not that.
Why? Chat, we're having a blast here as I try to figure out why the view is not working for you guys.
This is an issue, of course, that was pointed out 2 months ago.
He lies. It was pointed out a month and a half ago. Well, a number, if it makes you feel better, it's possibly not, in fact, Twitch that's lagging out. It might just be our internet connection here.
Chat, who you gonna trust, him or me?
Ghostbusters.
I was
Ghostbusters.
going to say Ghostbusters. That's amazing.
We should have said it at the same time. That would have been great.
I just didn't want to be rude.
Well, that's
See,
what we
I'm-
do a reload for.
I try to be the wholesome one, so that way y'all can be even more savage, and you have a wonderful dichotomy there to go off of.
My
Who's
friend,
that?
I'm afraid the ship has sailed on that one.
And sunk and burned and full of orphans. Yes, I know.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
It's loading
Is it-
slowly. But, you know, these things happen.
I think we're missing someone here.
Are we?
Oh, I think mine crashed. 1 second.
You never know how a web browser will like to handle things.
Why are there
I got lost in the Bermuda Triangle. I'm sorry.
dots?
Dots? It's probably
Yeah.
rain.
No. I mean, like dots, red dots around the top left corner of each character.
That is... Yeah, I'm not sure. That's...
I don't see a red dot.
I'm seeing it on a couple of you, but not everyone.
I mean, not all of the characters, but these
Oh,
at least.
you see, hold on. You see them now?
Yes, it's Cross doing it.
Yeah, I'm highlighting them.
Wow.
Now we know.
Someone had to be fancy with his game map.
Well, what happened?
Problem solved. I think.
What'd
Oh
you do?
man, it's lagging so much on the stream.
It
Yeah.
really is.
Chrome's just not happy with anything right now.
Still,
At least
impressive.
only on this particular one. Like, all my other windows are fine. Chrome's the only thing that seems to be having an issue, chat. I don't know why, because nothing on the actual
Fires.
system is being taxed.
Should Twitch be able to see inside the place too?
Yes, Twitch should be able to see inside the place. That's what we're working on here.
Because
Give me a
all we
token
see is the
inside.
roof.
We're dramatically zooming in. That's what's happening here. We're definitely doing. This is planned.
You're dramatically soothing it. Yeah.
Soothing? Well, I mean, if I whisper sweet nothings to Chrome usually just crashes anyway.
All right.
It doesn't like eye contact. You know how Chrome is, chat.
Don't listen to him, Chrome. You're doing great. I believe in you. You've got this. You're a champion. Look
That
at
seems
all
like
the other browsers down there. They're looking up at you.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to upload it at 4K. You got me there. You know, chat. We're gonna try and reload it. And if it doesn't reload, then you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna just close out Chrome and restart it properly.
I love this so much. Hey, I'm doing that thing where I can't zoom in anymore.
Yep, we're closing out Chrome, chat. Chrome failed us today. Imagine that.
I believe
I don't remember what we did to fix that.
I went to full screen on Chrome, and then that allowed the mouse wheel to work, except it's not doing it this time.
Sometimes if you click on like the template icon on the left hand side, then that'll let you try to like regain control. I've seen that happen with the mouse because it happens to me sometimes too.
Pixie, is your token on the board?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that drastically resolved the problem. Closing out of Chrome and then just trying to redo it.
Growing pains, chat. We do apologize for the inconveniences. But, you know, let's be real. You're used to this by now, aren't you?
He's just gonna throw me out there like that.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, can you believe
Oh,
this?
look, there's the bus coming.
Hey, look at that! I fixed it.
Did you?
I did. Chat will see it here in a second.
Chat sees nothing.
Cat still sees nothing.
Confirm, chat is seeing nothing.
Yeah, that's gonna be the case. in a minute.
There's nothing here, Zach.
I know.
I'm still
Yes, I
not
need
seeing
to
anything.
Turn it back on.
I'm
Fake
so
flag.
annoying.
Oh, I'm awkward. Chat. That one's on me.
What'd you do?
I might have logged in via Chrome and not Firefox. So, you know.
What? You what?
Fantastic. Let's try this again. You know, it helps to be on the right browser. Thanks for bearing with us, chat.
There's a bear with us?
There is. Wait, is it? Oh my god.
Can I
it's-
make it my friend?
Well,
Free advertising.
chat, I figured out the problem.
What?
It's Firefox. Firefox is just a big old turd.
Yeah, I told you,
Really?
don't look at this with Firefox. Don't use Firefox.
Yeah, well, you know. I guess that's gonna have to actually be the case.
Yeah, just make a new Chrome window.
Well, I was explaining you were actually AFK, and I'll explain to chat to break down the reason why I wasn't using Chrome. The main reason I wasn't using Chrome is because when you switch from scene to scene, if I had any other Chrome tabs open, it will switch to those if I change scenes, because it wants to match her scene. And whenever you change the scene name, it changes the tab in Chrome directly, whatever that is called. Which means I have to use Firefox for everything else then. But, you know, that's okay. These things happen. But look at that, chat. We got it. We're working again. We're working again.
Fireball! No!
And we drag that on the screen. There we go. Problem solved.
Oh, I don't actually see your character. Pixie's right here.
Yeah, same. I see
me
it on
neither.
Zach's, but not on mine.
Chat, you can think of this as a cameraman. Why don't you see? That's really weird. Let me
Why
Rag
am
out.
I?
a clone of the organ.
Hey,
Why is
There he
everyone
is.
else? Oh, there.
oh wait, I can use this
Also
stream
not sure why.
to line up my. Yeah, because I can't zoom in, but I can see it on stream. This is perfect.
Just a few second delay. You know. You should be fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be terrible.
You know, these things happen.
There's also two
First thing is,
Devroses.
Wow.
You should probably remove one of those.
Wow.
Two clerics is fine.
Two clerics is fine.
Okay.
Two clerics is fine, apparently. I was not aware of that fact.
Yeah, you can murder that one. I was seeing if that would let me
okay.
zoom in and out by making a separate one.
Well, you know, these things happen.
Doppelganger.
Is that right?
It
Well,
did
now
not.
I just need to fix whatever happened there with that background. There we go. Don't know why I got all weird. There we go.
We just
Oh, no.
use the simulacrum. No, it's fine.
Oh, I see why.
So while he's fixing this, chat, so, you know, as I was saying to the other players earlier, I only ever really use Wish to replicate other spells. And once upon a time, we were fighting an avatar of Lolth. Lolth, of course, is the spider queen of the drow. This wasn't in Forgotten Realms, but it doesn't matter. That's not the point. And Wish, of course, can replicate any spell 8th level or lower, and Wish is an action to cast. No matter what spell you replicate. So if you touch someone and cast Wish, you can make a simulacrum of them instantly. So that was a fun way to derail my GM's boss fight.
Did you simulacrum yourself twice?
No, I simulacrumed Lolth, of course.
Oh.
That seems excessive.
It was great.
Did you have to fight two of them, or did one of them help you?
Oh, no. I controlled the simulacrum.
As you do.
Yeah, and it survived, of course.
And it's done now. New goddess of spiders.
No, I mounted siege weapons on it. It was about like 100-foot tall thing. It's pretty good.
The best part of a D&D game is when the GM has something all written out and then you just totally go off the rails because you do something that they didn't expect.
Spoiler alert, chat. Hey, you guys want to go back to Waterdeep?
God damn it.
Let's go to the other mountain.
Oh yeah, you know that's a mega dungeon. Starts low, ends up high. Let's do it.
Great, it's fun. We can
10 out of
befriend
10.
That's the Mad Mage campaign, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I don't want to do that. It seems like a bad time.
See, that's weird because this is D&D. I was told this was a game where I could do whatever I wanted.
Yeah, I didn't say you couldn't.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
have this book that tells me everything I need to know about Black Cloak.
Get out of here.
No, that's not his name, is it?
Mad Mage? I don't think so.
Black
I
Stan.
could
Yeah,
go make
Alistair
myself
Black Cloak.
a coffee and be back and we still wouldn't have started.
Imagine, right?
That's right.
So, switch to PC, no issues now. Well, I also fixed my side of issues too, a number. So, let's actually get this started now that we've got that resolved.
Okay.
Let's do this and see if that helps. Different screen. No, that doesn't do it.
Having trouble there? I'm going to assume that's a no.
Oh yeah, no, it's yeah. I'm gonna watch through the stream. It's gonna be great.
All right. So, you guys, the party, have arrived in the town of Oakhurst after having successfully managed to assist a trader and his goods into town from a nice long trip, moving from Waterdeep up through Neverwinter, and naturally, as some of you hoped, avoiding Luskin to deliver the supplies. You've been enjoying your time relaxing in town. It's still early morning, but you figured why not grab a meal inside the tavern? Since, you know, it's a lot better than eating the rations on the side of the road. You'd been paid for your ordeal and travel. You've been paid 15 gold pieces each for your efforts. And now you're looking at your time, realizing that you have nothing to do for the next job.
So, what are your plans? Adam, of course, is sitting, enjoying his meal, looking around town. He, of course, doesn't also have plans either.
Well, guess we could, in theory, look for another job. Gold is nice.
Oh, actually, I have business in the region. Is that what you do? Just go from town to town looking for work?
Damien looks at the others, see if they chime in for this, as he has no room to speak about this.
I have no plans. I've been in isolation for a long time. I'm just enjoying myself.
I go wherever the music takes me.
And where is that?
Wherever I feel like.
Oh. That sounds fun.
So, players, if you would, give me a perception roll.
No, thanks.
Oh, no? No?
I auto pass.
Oh, you auto. Oh. Well, that's.
How do you do that?
Impressive.
Which
Don't you-
guys?
Oh, see, he did it for me. There you go.
You go to your character sheet, just click on perception.
20.
Oh, I should probably get that
Click
out.
on it and just hit the normal.
Chat. Franco already rolled a 20.
You know how it is.
There are no critical successes on skill checks. I'm just naturally
look at
awesome.
that.
I've forgotten how to bring up my character sheet.
Hit the. Looks like 3 people on the top right.
You
Should
should
be the
also
fourth
be
tab.
able to double click your character icon on screen, and that should also open it up too.
Oh yeah, that too.
Apparently that does that.
Okay.
Nice little feature, right? So,
Yeah.
right, so we got everyone's roles in. So, Damien, Lorgan, or rather, sorry, Adam, Devros, and Damien, the 3 of you are able to hear a barkeep located next to you, quite audibly amongst the chatter, speaking about how there's a tragedy recently, and the individuals sitting at the table are agreeing with her. Apparently, the woman who runs the general shopkeep of the store across from the tavern, her children have gone missing. Her name's Carowin, and she's been looking for people to go looking for her children. Apparently, they had recently gone off adventuring several weeks ago and have not returned.
You see Devros, who's been sitting there quiet, staring into his mug, silent when the question was asked of what we do next. His head will rise up and he'll kind of look across to the speakers, and his interest peaked. And he'll look to the group and see who else heard the conversation.
Damien would, not looking over, but I can tell Devros is probably staring at him, give him a slight nod, staring at his food.
That's sad.
Seems that needs to be fixed.
What needs to be fixed?
So Devros will point across to the speaking couple. Seems missing children, either lost or stolen.
Oh, children, fun.
Yeah, hopefully the guard finds them soon.
Aye, that does sound like a bit of a problem.
So what, are you proposing we help them?
Well, I propose to learn more.
It's actually funny that you say that, Devros, because at that moment, a woman enters into the building. She looks around and then noticeably spots you all before approaching. She exudes an aura of general dismay and anguish. She looks at you all and says, "Hello, I heard that you all had just arrived and might be looking for work."
Is something wrong?
"Yes, my name is Carowin. I own the general shop across the street. I was hoping that you all might be interested in helping me."
Adam kind of just looks at the other. It's kind of asking, do we do that?
I don't mind. I have no plans, as I said earlier. What about you guys?
How much are you willing to pay?
That was my second question.
Oh, I think what she means is what seems to be the problem.
Well, my children are missing. You see, my son and daughter, they decided to go off adventuring, and with my blessing, they chose a place not far from here, but it's been several weeks and they've yet to return.
Question, Zach.
Yes.
Were the other couple right next to us not talking about their children going missing?
No, they were talking about the merchant woman, her children going missing.
Naturally, sorry.
Damien looks over at Devros. Guess it came to us.
Yes, these things work out in very mysterious ways. Work is always found.
She turns to Glorgan, who made the comment about the pay, and says, "Well, I'm willing to obviously pay you if you are willing to take the job. And if you are able to find them, then I'm willing to, of course, pay more."
Well, I don't speak for everyone here, but I'm very interested in helping you with this.
I am too, I suppose. Children going missing, that's very sad.
I'm in, I guess.
Where did
I'd be
your
willing.
children? Where did your children go missing at?
Well, there's an old abandoned castle in a ravine not far from here called the Sunless Citadel. That's where they were adventuring off towards. They went with another man. His name was Sir Bradford.
Oh, so they're probably
Wouldn't they
safe
be safe then?
Well, they went with that man and this ranger. His name was Caracas, I believe it was. It seemed like they would be fine, but they said they would only be gone for maybe a week, and it's been almost a month.
Month? How long have you been looking for them?
Well, I'm not exactly in the prime of my life to go off into a dungeon, but I have my responsibilities here to the town as well. And as you can imagine, being so remote, we don't have anyone coming through town every single day that I could hire.
Well, I suppose it's fortuitous that we came through then. All right, I'll do it.
How old are your children?
Well, Talgan, he's 23, and his sister Sharwin, she's 25.
Oh. So they're not... Oh, I see.
Oh, so they're not little children.
No, they're adults.
Do they have any combat experience?
They're not inexperienced, but they're not, I would say, veterans either.
Okay. I only ask because it might help us to find them easier.
Of course. If you're not able to find them, if you can at least find their rings, I would be happy to pay 125 gold pieces for each.
Oh, I'm sure it won't come to that. Right?
I have a question. Did they set out on their own, or were they working with a established adventurers troupe?
Well, I know that Sir Bradford, he's fairly skilled. I believe that he's fought in some skirmishes and done some military service work at some point. I don't know to what extent. And Caracas, well, he's a man that we've seen around town for several years. As a ranger, he just sort of lives on the fringes, comes in for supplies once in a while, but that's about it. He's fairly reserved, so I don't know much about him. But I assume living out in the wilds that he's somewhat capable.
Lorgan looks to the woman and asks her what the rings look like, so we have a better understanding of what we're looking for.
She gives you a general description. They're gold signet rings.
So, technical question. Do either of those names flag on my mercenaries known feature?
No. The signet rings are for her family, the Hercule house. It's a small, noble family inside the town. One of like 3, including the mayor.
Sure, I mean, Akriel.
Yes, Hercule.
I for the names she mentioned, I mean, the individuals that went with.
Oh,
Were they ever mercenaries? Have I heard of them?
give me a history roll for Sir Bradford.
History. Fair to middling. I'll take it.
Damn, what a roll.
Well,
it's
because
another 20.
my features and traits are very, very much keyed into the mercenary life as a mercenary veteran.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Very applicable.
Chat, this is getting out of hand already. That's too many 20s in too close a time period.
You just
Increase the
know
difficulty.
these things, right? As a mercenary veteran?
Well, if they're famous enough, if they're like very obscure, then probably not.
Fair enough.
You actually do know of Sir Bradford. He is a paladin of minor renown. He's more so not known for his capabilities with a sword as he is his charm with a smile. He's known to woo a number of ladies in Waterdeep.
I hate him already.
He's known for being a good person, but he's one of those smarmy kind of guys.
Yeah.
Love
good-
them and leave them.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Damien's gonna look at the woman, finally looking up from the table. Tell me about this sunless citadel.
Well, nobody knows too much about it, at least here in the town. I believe our local cleric, she might, but you'd have to speak to her personally on the matter. I don't know a terrible lot, just the rumors that everyone talks about when it comes to the place.
Those rumors?
That it's haunted, that there are creatures that gobble up children and kidnap farmers and their children and families, all sorts of superstitious things. I believe.
Do you
the
know
only thing-
why they went there?
Well, they wanted to go adventuring. They wanted to gain experience, and it's a pretty inactive place. We know that some kobold and goblins are in the area, but that seems to be the only thing that we really know. Adam, as you're flipping through your book, you come across an entry that's written in a language that you don't recognize. But it has a drawing of... It's more of a sketch, really, but it's a sketch of a ravine.
Aha! I knew that sounded familiar. Excuse me, Miss Gwendolyn. Could you take a look? Does that look familiar to you?
As she looks at the drawing, and she goes, yes, that looks a lot like the entrance to the Citadel. You see, due to the fact that it's in a ravine, adventurers have found that the only way to it reasonably without spending an extra several days going around through a safer route is a pole that has been tethered to a large wooden pole in the ground. That rope leads over the ravine and down into it.
Yes! Oh, sorry. I know this isn't a happy time for you.
No, it's
Sorry.
quite all right.
Adam kind of just closes the book, puts it away. I think we're interested, right? He says, looking around.
Yes. So,
Hmm.
when should we leave?
Have we rested yet, or have we just arrived for food? Like, what is our state?
At this point, you've arrived. You've been in town for maybe an hour or so. You can guess that most likely that Carolyn approached you by the fact that you now know that she is the owner of the general store in town, and it is a small town. Maybe just shy of 1,000 people live in the greater outskirts of Oakhurst in general.
That's a huge town.
Well, I'm talking including the surrounding farmlands.
Yeah.
There are smaller towns, yes, but in comparison to Waterdeep or Lusk and other places, it's still kind of a backwater place.
Naturally.
You can assume that she is the one that your employer was bringing goods to.
That makes sense.
Well, seeing as you are the owner of the general store, do you mind if we stock up a bit?
Certainly. You're more than welcome to.
We'll be along shortly, right?
Okay, well, I will be there then. He's like, and I do truly appreciate it.
Of course. Don't worry, miss. We'll find your children. Mrs., madam? Right.
He gives
It'll be fine.
small bow and hurries along.
You know, I really thought they meant children, you know?
Yes, me too.
Well, of course, to a parent, when do their children ever stop becoming children?
Also true.
Is that like a riddle? I don't know the answer to that.
Never. Never is the answer.
Never.
All right.
Oh, okay, well, shall we pull our resources and see what we need before we go anywhere?
Oh, actually, how far away is that? That would have been... I forgot to ask that. It's probably...
I mean, we are going to the general store. We could ask her again.
Right, yes, that's a good point. Actually. Long story short, I have this book my father's left to me. I've been reading. It's fascinating stuff. I can't actually read all of that though. Any of you know what that is? Yeah, Adam pulls out the book and thumbs back to the page with the ravine and shows them the script that he doesn't know.
Does anyone here read Draconic?
That's not one of my languages, unfortunately.
No.
Isn't there an easy way to know that by showing us the text, and if one of us can decipher it?
I haven't written that out yet.
Oh, I see.
I'm working on it.
If you speak Oran, Ignan, any of the primordial languages, no, actually, Oran, Ignan, and Draconic, those all share the same scripts.
Not me.
Common and Orc over here.
Yeah, I know Druidic, Elvish, Goblin, and Orc.
I see one person who can read it.
What's the question?
Draconic. Can anyone read Draconic?
Yeah, I can. I did say I would be back, so.
Oh, we forgot about you.
I didn't hear that.
Welcome back.
I typed in the chat saying be right back. So.
Oh, we weren't doing that. You got to tell me verbally.
I don't see that. Yeah, so
show him the book.
yeah, it's, Adam has a book. It looks like a journal out, some script that he doesn't know how to read.
Damien looks at it.
Damien, upon
his hand
looking
out.
at it, you are able to decipher quite easily. The script says, "In the keep where the sun is not present, the first clue is found."
I pull out a piece of paper as well. Write it down for them all.
Oh,
Print.
that's interesting. So we have to go to this sunless tower, and it's in your book.
Yeah, I don't really know what that's all about. It seems interesting. That's why I came here, actually.
Well, two birds, one stone.
That sounds great to me. If you guys wouldn't mind having a look at that. I know it's a lot to ask strangers.
Well, I mean, we'll be there, I guess. We could look into it. I mean, I'm willing to help. I don't know about the others.
Adam looks at the others with, like 10,000 watt puppy dog eyes.
Everest nods and smiles warmly for once. Yes, I would be interested in assisting. It's part of my way.
It'll be fun.
Damien
I've
would.
got nothing better to do.
Damien would slide the book back over to Adam.
I'm always more interested in learning new things.
So that's all of us then. Great. To be
Fantastic.
honest, I thought I'd have to hire a guide.
There's no point for that.
Oh, actually, speaking of guides, this is something I thought. She said the children were missing, but she never said whether. Bradford, I think his name was, and Carcass? That's a grim name, isn't it? No, she never said whether he came back or not.
I would assume not, otherwise she would have given that information to us.
Where I'm from, we have a saying about assuming. You shouldn't do it.
Well, I've never heard of that saying, so
Oh, all right. Sounds good to me.
Well, if we're stocking up at the general store, we can always ask her then.
Oh, I keep forgetting that.
write down a list of things we should ask before we go, so that we're not halfway there and thinking, we should know this thing.
We also go to the temple in this town, speak to the cleric, see what she knows about the place.
Right. What do you think that means, the first clue? That's not important. Missing people. Right. Sorry. Adam wolfs down the rest of his food.
Deveros will kind of take in your comment, and he's mulling it over as he finishes his ale.
Upon closer inspection, seeing as you're all probably older and fairly experienced in some ways, it might look to you like Adam might have somewhat overstated the level, the degree of his experience to get the job as a guard.
Why Deveros is kind of grumbling a little bit there. He's
It's
seen quite a
fine.
few of these pups.
What are you gonna do as a beginning adventurer, right, chat? Like you want to get the job, but they want 15 years of experience, but they want you to be fresh faced and be like 12. You're like, what am I supposed to do?
You know?
I mean, Marin has life experience, but not adventuring experience, so...
Yeah, see, that's why you just fake it till you make it.
Yes.
You just realize that you already have the experience inside.
That's
It was
right.
there all along.
Nothing could go wrong anyway. It's all fine.
Just trust in the heart of the cards.
That's right. That's the attitude we're looking here for.
Into the dungeon, everyone dies. Roll credits.
Yay!
Roll the dice, you mean?
There you go.
As you do, of course.
Yeah, Deveros will quickly finish up his meal, like efficiently. He eats kind of like a soldier, eat it now, taste it later, and then kind of puts his stuff together, and he'll actually walk it over the counter, so that way they don't have to clean up the table for his space, and kind of wait for everyone else to be ready, and he'll wait
He's
by
good
the door.
people.
Yep. Well, Marin's just been waiting silently for everyone to finish. Has all her stuff ready already.
Do we need anything for this journey? Real quick.
Well, rations, tools, supplies, materials, in case they're hurt, maybe some healing implements beyond that of magic, maybe splints, medical supplies. I don't know, we're going to a place of unknown.
Magic? That's amazing.
Blessed with insight. It is a gift given to me by my followings. And he points to like this half-dawn kind of cog symbol that he has kind of like dangling on his chainmail. He has like this holy symbol.
That's
We should
fantastic.
probably ask how far away it is, because I have enough rations for one day.
Yes, one day as well.
Well, I can cook, if that helps.
Have rations for 10 days.
Oh.
Yeah, where did all my rations go?
What if we found out where it actually is, and then we can buy fresh food for the journey and not have to eat hardtack? Or if you actually like that, then sorry, it's fine. Hardtack is great.
All right, well, if
prefer-
everyone is ready, why don't we go? Unless you want to wait until tomorrow.
What time of day is it?
It is currently roughly 10 a.m.
Zach, I will have like a piece of bread, or like a very small piece, and just place it down on the corner of the table. Anyone pays attention to it, it disappears. Even though they probably don't eat, familiars don't eat, but I'm making him eat.
Out of the goodness of his heart.
Yes, good. Let's go with that.
I'm trying to cover here for you, but you're making it harder.
Oh, I see you have a little time clock over here. Oops.
That's okay.
I'll
may
be listening.
occasionally
I
forget
just
to
have to. I just have to mute myself for a minute because I'm about to have a coughing fit.
Ah, yeah, fine.
And after everything, Damien would get up, put the stuff up, follow Deveros's following of putting it at the counter and just ready to leave.
Okay.
Oh, thank you very much for the meal. It was food. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah. It was
Morgan
food.
follows the other's example, and puts the plate back at the bar.
Gross just smiles as he watches.
This is technically a true statement.
Adam was. Yeah, Adam wasn't doing that, but he sees that everyone else is doing it, so he looks around self-consciously, goes back and does it.
Good times. So, you guys are heading over towards the shopkeep, correct?
There's a couple places we got to go to where the cleric stays, the temple.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Shopkeep.
I think we can get most of our questions answered at the temple.
Yeah,
If
probably.
you're looking for the temple, asking the barkeep, Garen, who is a delightful individual. When you speak to him, he is a very kind. You can tell he's a generally caring about his patrons. He greets you and points you off the direction. He's like, if you're looking for the temple, you'll find that down the way past the tents. Can't miss it. Super easy to see. And then if you're looking for Carowin's shop, it's right across the street.
Excellent. I guess we'll head to the shop first since that's closest.
Before leaving, Adam's going to take a look at Garen. Actually, sir, do you have a moment? I have a question.
Sure. What can I do for you, lad?
If you could describe Sir Bradford and Ranger Carcass in 3 words or less each, how would you do it?
Sir Bradford, kind, but a bit of a ponce. And Carcass is... he's all right. Rough around the edges like most of those who live in the sticks and the bush, but a good person.
Adam smiles brightly. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too.
Except for, the missing people. That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
It is, but if it's necessary, do be known, I'll let you know the price of the rooms in advance. It's just 1 silver piece.
Thank you.
Yes.
Goodbye.
You too.
Adam walks away. That wasn't 3 words.
Well, he really needed to communicate how he felt.
Well,
How many bartenders know that only speak in 3 words?
I got nothing.
Get your fresh produce here, people.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Ren, how are people moving?
You can use your arrow keys to select your token and just move them with your arrow
Yeah,
keys.
no, I've been watching. It looks like it's locked or... No.
Oh, you might have a different template on. make sure you have the person selected.
Yep, if
On
you
the
look at
top
if you look at the top left of your screen, you'll see a little person profile icon.
You can also just drag it if you so wish. If you don't want to keep moving.
I have to use the arrow keys. The dragging doesn't work.
Gotcha.
I think I've got it. Just
This is so cool.
we're going to the shop first. That's right. All right, that's fine.
Just across the street, I guess.
Yeah, Deveros is looking through the goods just to see the quality, like how things are, kind of like doing that camp assessment of like materials and supplies, just seeing how good her stock is.
How did you rotate your character?
You select your character control, and I use the mouse wheel. I think you can hit something else to rotate them, like 90 degrees.
I can't tell which way I'm meant to be facing.
Oh, that's
Am I
cool.
facing Glorgan or the apples?
You are facing
You're
Logan.
facing. Yeah.
Yeah, Glorian. Your nose is right here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And your shoe right there.
How can you tell that?
Zoomed in.
Oh,
You get real close with it.
yeah.
Yeah, the gold thing is the front of you.
Oh, good to know. Thank you. I thought that was
Don't worry
You know
about
what? Let's not get
it. Don't
into
worry
it.
about it.
Yeah.
You know, Crimson,
The cod piece.
Pixie's very proud of
Yeah.
her name. She came up with it all on her own.
It's a great.
How are the quality of her goods?
Everything inside the shop seems to be very fresh. Everything is well kept. You see numerous supplies from food, small things like cooking utensils, and the occasional. She's got a couple of cast iron pots for cooking, if those are necessary. She also has a general assortment of things that you would find inside most shops. So if you're looking for something in particular, ask and I will confirm whether it's there or not.
And yes, we're using Hero Forge tokens as our characters.
Yes,
It's a
Shadowmoor.
top-down view.
I figured out that would probably be the easiest way for them to represent their characters, so I let them each make them, except for Frankto, because I knew he wasn't going to do it, so I did it for him.
Oh,
Was not aware that I had.
Thanks for doing mine too.
Anytime, buddy.
Nobody told me that was an option.
Well, I just kind of assumed you wouldn't want to do it, so if you want to, you can always make me a new one, and then I'll import it for you.
It's fine. I can't really see this one anyway.
I rest my case.
I
sent
just
you the
like
link,
how
Franco,
close
if you
they
so
are
wish.
to our portraits.
Mm-hmm.
Told you, Chad. I was going above and beyond on this one.
I just couldn't split my person as my actual token from black and white,
The struggle, yeah.
so I just went with what I guess would be the official color of my nation.
Wow.
Alright, so we asking her some questions. Adam seems to be the one who's into it the most.
He does have a big connection to it.
I do have a big connection. The
Convenient.
widest tube, some might say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry for saying that out loud.
I'm gonna flank across and just kind of wait to see how the conversation goes.
Mm-hmm.
Deveros is very much a quiet, contemplative listener. He only talks. He doesn't talk very often, but when he does, it's usually very critical.
Marin's just going to look through the are they lettuce or cabbage? And just lean up against the counter and watch the exchange.
Oh, cabbages!
Look,
That looks
no one's
like
accosting the
faces.
cabbages here.
Set fire to the cabbages? I got you.
We're gonna cost the cabbages.
I knew the players would molest the cabbages, chat.
Jeez.
To the brig with all of you. Anyway,
Miss Carowin, I'm so sorry. I thought about it too late. I forgot to ask. You wouldn't happen to know how far away the citadel is, right?
she thinks about it. I'm not sure the exact distance, actually. She thinks about it. It could be a couple of hours away, or I'm not entirely sure, actually.
Oh, it's within a day's walk then.
It should be, yes.
Did we have anything else we wanted to find out from her?
A day's walk, so that means we can gather supplies if needed.
Yeah.
For that. We appreciate. You said a day or so from now. Which direction?
It's south of here.
South. Oh, thank you.
There's a small route outside of town that should take you right to it.
Well traveled, I expect.
Yeah. Well, it's not anymore. It's known as the Old Road, but it passes just east of the ravine itself, and that's where you'll find the rope that goes down into the ravine.
Any complications on the old road that you know or heard?
Just the normal things that you would find on the roads. You'll find your occasional goblin or kobolds that are out running around harassing passerbys, but nothing extremely dangerous, if that's what you're asking.
None of that, I'm sure. The priest at the temple, did you... I forgot. What did you say her name was?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I had already said that. Her name is... Well, her name is Dem, but everyone in town calls her Corky.
Corky?
Yes, it's a nickname that we've given her. She looks around at a couple of other villagers that are inside the shop, and one of them smiles at her. She smiles at them. She's fond of wine.
Oh.
Mind you, she's not a drunk. She's very excitable and a pleasant person. It's a nickname that is with warmth and not malice.
Oh, corky, like wine cork. That's clever. It's funny. It's like wine.
You all thought it was quirky.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't. But
I did.
I wrote corky.
I would hope Bree would be on here. So like, what?
I know. I mean, she would deny she loves wine. And she also stops. Carolyn stops for a moment, and she goes, "Oh, actually, there is one thing. It's a small town, so the folk around here are a bit superstitious, but there have been some weird instances of, well, I don't know really how to put it. The cattle herders around the town don't go very far from the outskirts of town anymore. They're frightened from stories about monsters that are out and marauding at night. And admittedly, from time to time, cattle and people have been found the next day dead when they go out at night. The mystery is that they're not scarred with daggers or crude spears like you would find with goblins or kobold. Instead, they have these tiny needle-like wounds in their skin all over their bodies.
That doesn't sound good.
Can I make a Arcana check on that?
Yeah, you could.
16?
You could think of a couple of creatures that maybe would employ something like that, but they're all of a magical nature, and that would seem unlikely to be something that's harassing the town out here in the middle of nowhere. Not unless there's some sort of rogue mage.
Hmm.
Well, thank you very much for telling us.
Yes, of course. You should be fine as long as you're not out late at night alone.
Of course. It's probably good that your children traveled as a group. I'm sure they're fine.
Yes, anyone who's traveled through the countryside at night in groups does not seem to have this trouble. It's only those occasional cattle herders who are out alone by themselves with their cattle who seem to be targeted.
Strange. I'm grim.
Well, everyone, let's not take too much of our time. Gather the supplies we need. We should go see this Corky.
Oh, yes, right.
As Deveros, I'm gonna walk through the place as this conversation's going on, and it seems like it's well in hand. I'm gonna look for what I need to put together for a healer's kit, and any more kind of like basic rations.
Do you have meat? Conversation, buying, etc., etc.
Yes, of course. She offers all of you a discount in store. She gives you half off of anything that you're looking for in the store.
This is just a grocery store, or does she carry like general goods, like sleeping bags if people need?
She carries those things too.
Okay.
General equipment goods. Anything that you're unsure of about a general store having, feel free to ask though.
Okay. Yeah. Damien be like, just make sure you all have bedrolls or such if we do need to camp out.
Yep, I've got a bedroll and a blanket.
I am going to procure, like fresh food, enough for, say, 3 days for the 5 of us.
Okay.
Enough to eat, quality food.
Yeah.
And not hardtack. I know we all have rations, but,
Those should be used if we actually need them. Yeah.
I hear hardtack is where it's at. So tasty it might give you a heart attack.
I think we deserve 600 XP on that one.
I think
we
so
just
too.
We sighed at the same time then.
Can we all get a unanimous vote? I hear he has to do it if we all vote yes.
Mm-hmm.
Denied.
What is this? A dictatorship?
Nope, just a tater.
Deveros, you're a human, correct?
That is correct.
All right. We may need some torches as well, in case the place is not lit, which I'm guessing it's not since it's called the Sunless Citadel.
Let's see.
What?
I have torches.
I don't know
I
where
have
you're
a
getting
pack
that
of-
idea.
I have my 3 dragon anti-set, so we'll have entertainment at least.
I do have 10 torches. It's just making sure we have them.
Yep. I know a bit of medicine as well, but I'll just keep I have a herbalism kit, because I know we have a cleric, so mine will just be backup stuff.
2 rations. I'm gonna buy a couple days of rations just for my own stock, because his habits of just restocking whenever he can. It's almost a compulsion. And Devros will put together a giant pile of herbs and wraps and splints and poultices, and he's pulled together, place them into a pouch after showing them all.
Okay.
And then he'll put the coin up on the counter, but he pays full price.
Oh, didn't hit that.
I'm actually on top of the meals. I'm actually going to grab a grappling hook.
Grappling hook?
Yeah, which my explorer's pack has not given me.
Like to buy some torches.
All right.
Oh yeah, I should have 10 in my basic kit.
How much rope you believe is enough?
Well, 50 feet if you're carrying it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have 50
It's
feet.
heavy,
It's just, yeah.
but you never have enough rope.
Yeah, that's true.
In my last game, I was playing a quartermaster for our group, and I had 500 feet of rope and a pallet of rations and all this other stuff that I had to maintain and stock up, and it was nuts.
It's honestly
Heathens
amazing
going
how
through
fast it
stuff.
goes.
Yeah, I swear one of them was eating the damn rope.
Check
I
that
have
to me.
a scroll case stuffed full of notes from my studies. So I could like pull out random pieces of paper if I use insight at some point and be like, oh yeah, I might know something about that.
Items.
Since I'm making these, how much does it cost? Like, what percentage of a full meal's price does it cost per meal? Like, is it half? Is it a third? Is it
Well, if you're
1%?
cooking in bulk, it depends. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
if
well.
in real life, if you're cooking for 5 people, you can like really save by doing a mass quantity.
Yeah, but of course, there are no rules for that.
Alas, no.
Yeah. So what do you say, GM?
I say,
Do they have like the in-meal pricing type thing?
Yeah. That's what I'm using.
Yeah, that's not too far off, I guess.
that's what I would probably recommend just using anyway. Probably be easier.
What percentage does it cost for me to actually just make the food instead of buying it?
1/4?
Okay, fine. So that is 1/4 of 7 gold, 5 silver, which is 1 gold, 8 silver, 75 copper. Jeez. Oh, you can we do? I'm just gonna. And what did you say the discount was?
She was giving you half off of anything that you were buying.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it 1 gold because I don't want to do that.
Round up, it's easier.
Yeah,
I mean, at least you got the gold tracker on there for you.
yeah. What's a couple silver? It'll be fine. This is great.
This absolutely won't come back to be a problem.
For sure. I got 15 extra gold today. It's
Yeah.
fine. I'm about good. You guys?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Quick question, DM.
Uh-huh.
The person who hired us and all that, what was his name? And what does he do for the city or the town here?
His name is Werner Ling. He is just a merchant. He goes around, he has a usual trade route that he circles throughout the year, trading goods,
Gotcha.
whether that's arms and equipment. He usually gets an order what they need in advance, and then he'll usually deliver that months down the road as he returns.
Gotcha.
Blankets.
You need help, Pixie? Okay.
And then I'm good to go. I'm just writing down my stuff and deducting the money. But I'm good. No more questions for me.
We will be eating comfortably.
Excellent. Excellent. I was gonna take the feet.
Okay,
do
Pixie.
that.
What are you trying to add to your inventory?
Torches.
Torches? How many?
I don't know. How much are they?
1 copper. Uno coppero. 10 copper? Hold on, I'm not sure.
Might be 10 copper for 10.
1 copper each.
Yeah,
Yep.
1 each.
10.
10 of them? Okay.
You're making me self-conscious. I'm going to get 10 more.
No, make it 20.
No, I mean, listen. Okay, I have a limited amount of space.
Whoops, sorry. I didn't mean to post that.
Why don't you make it 20?
All right, there
Done.
you go.
Too bad I don't need to because I can somewhat see in darkness.
Yeah, well, you can see in darkness. Well, I can't.
How do I subtract the money for that?
When you're in your inventory section, you'll see your gold right there.
Uh-huh.
You would subtract and make the necessary currency exchange. So they were 1 copper apiece. You got 10 of them, so that's 1 silver. So every 10 silver makes 1 gold piece.
Is
So
that
you-
half off?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So that's
Yeah, but no,
Five
how do I
copper.
subtract it from it?
So that's 39 gold because you have to make the change, which gives you 10 silver, and you're using
So there's
half
there's
that. So
not
you
a
have-
way to like subtract manually. I mean,
Not that I'm aware of at the
automatically,
moment.
like in the thing.
Not that I'm aware of at the moment. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I haven't found an automatic system. It's just you have to manually do the math with a calculator.
Everything's in divisions of 10. So 10 copper makes 1 silver, 10 silver makes 1 gold, and 10 gold makes 1 platinum.
And then
What
we
about the Electrum?
fuck the whole thing up by adding Electrum. It's fine.
We don't fuck with Electrum around here, chat. We don't take that fake currency.
If I came from Lantan, we would be, because that's all they use is Electrum and Platinum.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad he didn't pick Lantum as his home. I'd have to give him fucking Electrum to begin with for his starting.
Also, he be sounding more like this, man. That's what I'm saying, right?
them Islander lives. Wait a minute, you're an Islander natively. You don't sound like that.
I knew by right, you know.
I want
Zach,
a refund.
quick question.
Quick answer.
Does she have a feather?
Sure,
A whole
yeah.
chicken?
She has quills for writing. Does that count?
I need a feather for a spell. So
Do you have a
Well, I will
component
count
pouch?
the quill.
I do.
Then you have a feather.
Oh, I do. Okay.
Any spell component that doesn't have a cost is covered by either a spellcasting focus or a component pouch.
Gotcha. All right. Never mind.
You good. Unless you want another familiar, in which case you're SOL.
I ain't got 10 gold worth of incense, but I have incense.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's all you really need.
I have bacon, which is like incense, but better.
Some will say.
I'm willing to believe that.
I like when the warlock does their summoning. They don't use incense; they just use cocaine. They just snort a 1 pound block of it and see what happens.
Oh, so they're buying from Kevin too. Oh, I see. All right. Well,
It explains their unique bond.
everything's starting to come up now. That all makes sense.
All right, I bought 5 torches too. I got my rations. I got a healer's kit just in case anyone can use it. But yeah,
Fantastic.
it's got 10 uses.
Should buy some more rations. How much are rations?
1 silver per day.
5 copper.
We
Okay.
already have 10, right?
Some have 10, some have 5 or none, depending on the kit that you had when you started with.
5 silver per day.
Yeah, 5 silver per day.
Dang.
But half off, so
They're also
Yeah.
heavy.
2 silver, 5 copper.
I'm carrying food for 3 days right now. Real food.
We could also use survival checks to hunt. Sure, right?
Maybe.
As you do. of
Buy a
course.
couple more days of rations.
In case we also come across hungry, starved people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure we'll be able to feed them with our chef here.
Thank you very much, Miss Carowin. God's willing, you'll have your children back, well, not with you, but, around in no time. It'll be fine.
Thank you. And please be safe.
Of course. What's the worst that can happen? Adam walks out.
Boy,
Yeah, it'll be fine.
The incantation has been spoken.
Which way is the temple?
It is this way.
It is out to your left.
Past the
My
tents.
left or your left?
My left, your right.
I'm right, you're wrong?
That's what
Usually.
I heard. I think Corky the priest is right here. Well, in there, I mean, Can't believe you're just going through someone's property.
Yeah, you know what they say. It's raining, so I gotta, not get wet too much.
As you do.
It's not raining anymore.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
It is.
Oh, it is. Well, it doesn't matter.
These things happen,
Yeah. This is a back alley. You just took. That's a back alley you just took. You could have gotten mugged, Your HP or your GP. Do you think this is it?
Does this look like a temple?
It does.
I will try the door.
You notice a guard over by the other side of the door. He calls out to you and he goes, "If you're looking for the entrance to the temple, it's this door right here."
Oh.
Worst
Oh,
guard ever.
thank you.
How is that the worst guard ever?
I'll open the door for everyone and hold it.
The priest, Ms. Dim, do you think she's in?
Yes, she's right inside.
Oh, thank you so much.
Damon gives you a slight nod, Everett. Oh, going the wrong way?
Oh, thank you kindly.
Gorgon mumbles to himself how he forgot to bring some wine.
Whom is this a temple to?
The temple is actually to several gods. So that would really depend on which ones you're interested in.
Is there a representation of Gond here?
No.
I didn't think so.
The primary god that you see there is Ilmater.
Oh,
Is there a
God.
drinking god?
Everyone drinks when
Yeah.
gods are involved.
Kind of.
Ilmater, it's been a while. My first cleric ever.
Wow. Worship the big whipping boy in the sky.
He survived everyone else in the party dying twice. It was a
Of
real rough campaign.
course he did.
Not for lack of trying, though.
I mean, you know, you do what you
Naturally.
can.
I could only heal so much.
It's up to them to stop taking damage. I don't know what to tell you.
You just don't get hit.
But yeah,
Just win.
specifically, Corky is a cleric of Pelor.
Marin's just going to walk in and look around curiously because she's been in seclusion for so long. She's interested in other people's gods.
Damon's just going to go over to one of the benches and sit down.
She sees you all enter and goes, "Please come in."
Nevros will walk alongside and kind of head towards her there.
Of course.
Unbelievable.
Handseath.
We know who Gorgon's partying to.
Alright, so why are we here? I couldn't hear before.
For questions. That
Okay.
point.
He turns to all of you and goes, "Is there anything that I can do for you? You seem to be new in town."
Oh, actually, it's more what we can do for you. Well, I mean, not you specifically. It's more of what you can do for us, so that we can do. There's this whole thing. Children have gone missing, except they're not children. They're
you mean Carowind's children, yeah.
That's right. Yes. I forgot their names. It's probably fine. I thought perhaps you might help us about this this citadel outside of town.
Oh, you mean the Sunless Citadel? Yes. What questions do you have?
Oh, actually, why'd you call it that?
Well, she stops and thinks for a moment. I don't actually know. I mean, it's in a ravine, so I guess it's a citadel, and the sun doesn't see it. I guess that would pretty much sum it up.
We've
Huh.
heard
How far
from
away
others
is it?
about rumors.
I believe it is roughly half a day's travel, maybe, at most. I've never been to it myself. It might be less than that.
Is there anyone in town that's been to it and back?
She kind of chuckles. No. The townsfolk are horrifically afraid of the place.
So it's dangerous then.
Well, if you're the average person who is afraid of fighting a single goblin, then yes, I would say that it is a dangerous place.
Oh, all right. So you don't usually provide alms for wounded travelers seeking glorious fortune at the Citadel, then?
Oh, it would certainly aid somebody who's injured, but we just don't have anyone in the town other than Carowind's own children who are really in a position to do that.
I see. So you wouldn't know precisely how that place is dangerous, then?
We do have an inkling, but it's only because we have this weird trade with goblins that come through twice a year.
Trades of goblins.
Yes, there's a pack of goblins that come into the town about twice a year, and they conduct a trade with us. Though we've learned
Marin's
not...
ears. Sorry, I was just going to say Marin's ears perk up because she speaks Goblin. And when is their next visit? Is it close or
She
did we
thinks
miss it?
You recently missed it, actually. It was about a month ago. Well, about closer to 2 months. It really... I don't really keep track of time. They don't have a set schedule. The goblins, after all. It's just a rough time period when they show up. But it's about once every 6 months they show up.
I'm surprised you trade with those people. Things. Monsters.
Well,
Monsters? It seems offensive. Sorry, go on.
Well, it's a curious situation. We did trade with them a bit, and they keep returning during the winter to continue to convince us, but we keep turning them down. They keep bringing us this apple. It's fascinating where they're getting it from. We assume it's from something in the Citadel itself where they're living. They bring us an apple once every 6 months. In the summertime, it's perhaps one of the most beautiful apples I've ever seen, if you could call such a thing beautiful. But the one that they have been trying to buy us, or to sell us in the winter, is this ghastly white thing. And after one person ate it and died, we summarily decided to never buy that again.
I see. If you don't know how they're getting it, then why is it fascinating how they're getting it? You know what? Never mind. That's not important. So they only trade one apple twice a year.
He just nods. Yes, that seems to be the case. We've been trying to replicate it with the seeds from the apples, but every time we plant them, they grow to about a foot or two in height, and then overnight they're stolen.
Sorry, the one apple is 2 feet high, tall?
No, the seeds from the apple. When we plant them, they grow into tree saplings, but they're quite withered looking. It's never been successful. But even though they're withered and disgusting looking saplings, they still get stolen, so we're not sure.
And nobody thinks it's strange that a troop of goblins come into town twice a year to sell you a single apple, which when you try to grow, it grows overnight, then is immediately stolen. That's not strange to anyone.
Well, it's not. It doesn't grow overnight. It still takes the normal period of time that any tree would take, relatively speaking. But the problem is that, of course, we would buy the other apple. We've found that it has restorative properties. People in town who have been struck ill with sickness or other problems.
Maladies.
Yes. It's been a source of curing them.
But didn't you say that if they eat it, they die?
Only the white one. the one that they bring in the summer seems to have the opposite effect. It seems to give life to the person who consumes it.
Very strange indeed.
What direction do the goblins come from?
They come from the south, from the Citadel. But we
Right,
assume that's where they
so-
live.
Maybe we can get more information on it then. How do they communicate with you when you are trading with them? Does anyone here speak Goblin?
I do. I've acted as a translator. I believe the blacksmith of the town, Rurik, he also has acted as a translator for the town as well on the occasion that I'm not present. I think he's actually been to the Citadel. He might know how long it takes to get there.
And whereabouts is he, so that we may inquire?
He's just south of here. If you keep going down, he'll be on your left-hand side. He's right past the inn.
So, what did you say his name was?
Rurik.
Oh, thank you.
Can't miss him. He's a gruff old dwarven blacksmith. He's quite nice, though, on the inside. Just a bit gruff on the out.
Thank you so much for your help.
Of course.
Yes, thank you. And goodbye.
Yes, if you do need any medical services, please stop by. I'll do my best.
It's very kind of you. Adam leaves.
Devros will nod and turn and say, "May you always carry the burdens."
And you as well.
That's
Mary
bonkers.
just leaves because she has no social skills.
Once we're all outside, Adam says, "That's bonkers. Sorry, I mean that's mad. Oh, sorry, I mean that's crazy."
Oh, there's words fit.
What is?
That's fine.
You don't think it's strange that an entire clan of goblin comes into town twice a year to trade them one apple?
Oh, I do think it's strange. I was just asking to be more specific.
I mean, I don't think it's strange. I think it's crazy.
I think it's
I
odd that
also
people
say-
eat it.
Have you?
This whole
any
town
of you
is
heard
crazy.
about? Have any of you guys heard about these two types of apples?
Actually,
I
Heard of it?
don't know what skill would I need to know about that.
About the apple?
I have religion, insight, or history. I could
History
choose, I
would
guess.
be applicable here.
aren't you proficient in herbalism, Skit?
I think so. But I wouldn't know what one
Usually,
I need to roll.
you can usually, when you have proficiency in skills and vacuum cleaners, I apologize for that. You can really inconvenient. You can roll, say, intelligence herbalism skit to know stuff about, say, this tree over there,
Okay, so
for example.
well, I'm willing to roll. You just what should I roll, Zach?
You would roll your history in this case.
History.
Yep.
Alright. Just normal.
Whatever your total bonuses are.
Got a 12.
Okay. You're not sure what this is.
Right.
It's you would guess pretty simply that it must not have been a thing that's been going on for very long. It must be pretty recent.
Maybe it's something they themselves have just discovered and are trying to work it out themselves. In any case, we should go find this Rurik.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back, sorry.
I'm so lost.
It's over here.
Keep
How are
going
you guys
south.
getting there so quick? What freaking...
You can just drag your
Mouse.
character.
Yeah, you can just
It's-
left click
Oh.
and drag.
That would have been nice to know half an hour ago.
While he's walking, Adam is thumbing through the journal, trying to see if there's anything about apples or anything like that.
Well, you go through your journal. It doesn't seem to mention anything to do with apples.
Is this Rurik here?
Yes.
Okay. Marin walks up and spots the dwarf and approaches him. She doesn't really do well with saying hello, so she's pretty abrasive with her greeting. She's like, "Hello, you there, sir? Can I ask you a question?"
Huh? What? Yeah. What do you folks need? What can I do for you?
We heard that you know how far the Sunless Citadel is from here.
That place? Oh. It's pretty dangerous, but it's about 7 miles from here. 7-8 miles.
Thank you very much.
Of course. Is there anything else you needed?
What makes it so dangerous?
Well.
Damien says, still looking at the counter, his supplies over here.
Well, you've got your goblins, you've got the kobold that are present in there. They're constantly feuding. It was once an ancient castle for some cultists. I don't know the full details on the matter other than they were worshipping some dragon.
Did heard some rumors that it's also supposedly haunted as well.
That's the superstitious folk. It's just a bunch of goblins and kobolds fussing it up over an abandoned building.
Right. And kobolds, which one of those? Are those the big tusky ones?
No. The kobolds are the tiny little scaly lizard-looking ones.
Right. All right. Yes, I knew that. Good job.
And how big would you roughly estimate this citadel would be?
Well, in its prime, much like when I was in my prime, I would say that it might have been upwards to 200 feet tall. Mind you, that's just my best guess, having seen it in its current state and condition something 50, 60 years ago.
I see. Very well. Damien will look at the party as like, you guys need anything in here?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Deveros
Actually,
is gonna look around for some weapons.
Sure.
How much is this? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. How much is that? That looks great.
You mean the suit of armor?
Right, yes, the very same. He clonks on the helm.
He just looks you up and down. Are you skilled enough to wear that?
What do you mean? Don't I look skilled to you?
He just looks at you and goes, well, no.
Oh, well, that's not very nice.
Marin's giggling in the background.
Well, I don't want to sell my fine crafts to somebody who can't use it. If it's more of if it impedes you more than it helps you, I would rather not have my products get you killed.
That's not. I suppose that's thoughtful.
Deveros nods.
But if you're skilled in its use and wear, then I don't know. He smiles. What do you think it's worth?
Oh, I don't know. 10 gold? 10 gold is a lot.
I'll look at it.
I meant 50 gold, right? He just side-eyes Devros.
What is the armor that he's looking at?
He is looking at a very well-made set of splint mail.
Deveros will like look at him and then just do a thumbs up and kind of point upwards a little bit more with it.
500 gold? 500 gold.
5
And
tons.
he looked 5 tons of gold, chat. You heard it here. 500? I would take it for 500.
Well, I don't have 500 gold, but that's good to know, I suppose.
But I like you, so tell you what, you come by with 250 and we'll call it a good deal.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Of course.
I'll go inspect this armor.
Yeah.
I'm just curious now.
100% getting shafted here.
100%.
Like 10,000%.
So I'll look at it and with my critical mercenary and smithing eyes, what does it look like to me?
It looks like a really well made. Like, he's not somebody who's just some average run-of-the-mill crappy blacksmith pushing cheap products. It looks like it would stand up to the blows of a powerful orc.
Nice, well oiled and treated.
Well oiled, well cared for. You even notice that behind on the backside of the armor itself, there's a small little pouch, and you can when you like lift up the flap behind that pouch, you can see that it has all the necessary tools to care for the armor properly.
I nod in approval. You are you the maker of all the items here?
Yes, I craft everything personally. I also do requested work, though. He sighs, this town isn't exactly the prime source of inspiration.
That's a shame. You're excellent at your craft.
Do you want craftsman to another, recognizing the work?
Yes, I do a bit of smithing myself. Mostly repair work, more plowshares than swords these days.
He just laughs heartily. Oh, yes, that is the case for a lot of us, but the peace is always nice as well.
Well, my companions here, we've asked about our travel. 8 miles, you say? So a day's travel?
Yes, about
sunless, isn't it?
7 to 8 miles.
Should we get going then?
We'll get there by nightfall.
Sounds dangerous. Should we wait?
We could always get there and then camp out and see what...
Well, it is still the morning, so we get there, wait, camp the night, and then go in with fresh eyes in the morning.
What, like sleep out there? Just the 5 of us?
Why not?
Sounds dangerous.
You're the one who wanted to do this.
Yes, this job comes with such perks and liberties.
I think as long as we have 1 or 2 of us on watch in rotation, we should be fine.
I can make sure that we are surrounded or protected as well.
Oh. Right, which I already knew. Jolly good. Excellent.
Devros will turn back to work and kind of like approach and be like, so, Master Smith, do you have any materials that you could part with for coin? Any spare supplies that you're overstocked on?
Overstocked, I would say I don't have anything that's overtly overstocked on, but what are you looking for? Whatever you need, I'm sure I most likely have.
If you have any scrap steel or bars or anything that's... maybe you have an apprentice hidden away that's been making some terrible nails.
Unfortunately, I haven't found a good apprentice in the town yet, but I am still hoping to find one. But I do have spare materials if you would like to buy some.
So I'd like to buy 5 gold worth of just like scrap steel or, bent nails, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, he's got actually a small box of just scrap materials.
All right, how much for the box?
The whole box. He smiles. He's like, for you, 10 gold.
I'll take a look and weigh it. Does it feel like it's worth 10 gold?
You would guesstimate it's either between 10 or possibly upwards to 20.
Excellent. I'll do it for 10.
Okay.
10 gold of scrap. So what do I value that as in my inventory? If it was like, trade good wise.
Trade good wise, you'd put it at 15 gold. And it is going to be an equivalent amount of weight, 15 pounds.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you.
Yep. He also stops you as you're all leaving. He goes, if I had to guess based on your group's experience, I would say that it should take you no more than probably 3 hours to get to the Citadel. You should be able to arrive there shortly after noon. You might even be able to stop for a nice lunch.
Oh, that sounds nice.
We thank you for your confidence in us, sir. But we really must get going now.
Yes. Do be safe.
There's not an inn on the way, is there?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, that's a shame.
This is the inn on the way.
Right. Well, I mean, he said stop for a nice... I don't know that.
We'll bring our cooking implements.
Yes, of course. Naturally. Outside.
Thank you, Master Smith. And I'll kind of nod as I heft up my box and I'll wander off with my little junk treasure.
Little scrap.
Mm-hmm.
Blorgan
He probably has
avoids
the
eye
biggest grin
contact
on his face.
and they-
Well, you'll see as we're walking, he'll be actually pulling out bits like nails, and he actually starts weaving them into this. He has vestments on, but they're more like a shirt with lots of pockets, and he keeps kind of squirreling away, and you see like little cogs and gears and nails and little tidbits and a hinge for like a door, and like he's kind of just sorting it out as he kind of spreads it out along his person.
So he's a hoarder, gotcha, okay.
Yeah, like a proper Shondite.
Can you believe these people? How far from that magnificent suit of armor? I mean, not that I'd know my armor, but that's fantastic.
Would you like a pair of that plate yourself?
What? I mean, I don't have that much money. I doubt if I'll ever have that much money. This is still very nice of him to offer.
Well, maybe one day you can come back and take him up on it.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe I could go anywhere else. Although, this is nice. This is the best place.
I'm sure the opportunity will present itself.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's a
So,
bit small, though, isn't it?
shall we?
Ah, right, yes. Good plan.
Guess we go on our way.
Mm-hmm. Loading.
And the stream's loading.
Does anyone know any travel songs?
Wheels on the bus. Sorry.
Oh, God!
What's his bus?
Wheels on the wagon.
It'll be fine.
Well, technically we're walking.
Yeah, it'll be
It's on
fine.
the ground.
What's the worst that could happen,
I
right?
mean, what? Glorgan's the bard, isn't he? Sing us a song, Pixie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have not
yes.
Wow.
Oh,
Chat,
come
this
on.
is-
Why pick the class then? Come on.
with
your voice.
Cat, can you believe that? The bard isn't going to sing for you. Cat, I can understand if you want refunds on your concert
5,000
tickets.
bits donation.
Oh.
I will sing if we get donations.
Oh, there you heard it, chat.
But the DM gets to set the amount because I don't know.
I loaded into Oakhurst.
You sure did. I'm
Yes,
going to
we did.
now be loading you all in, I hope. Or do I have to do it?
Did you preload us?
Yes.
Wow! Look at him, foresight. I'm impressed.
All right. All right. In complete honesty, guys, I actually thought that I was going to have to restart the server because for some reason I might have to report the bug. I was not able to load the scene in until I preloaded it properly again all of a sudden. So, you know, kind of a happy accident.
It's real dark now. That's crazy.
Oh, one of you is
Oh, there
twice
we
the
go.
size you normally are. Let's
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
let's fix
What did you
that.
do to me?
I didn't do a damn
You are
thing,
larger
okay?
than life.
I am.
I'm supposed to be a short half elf, not a giant.
Well,
I'm
you
digging
know,
it.
these things happen. We know who's in the gigantic.
I drank a potion on the way because I was
Apparently?
bored.
Oh.
Shit, why is that? That is weird. Okay.
Like
Shrink her
reverse
down.
helium. You,
Yeah.
Like, do it. So like, look at me, I sound so weird.
like the scale ratio
Damn,
is
this
the
is when
normal
I need voice
size.
mod.
One of those weird. What the?
Her
I'm
size
so-
is still
You know what?
large.
You know what? You know what? We're gonna.
Don't you know it's rude to talk about a lady's size?
Oh, for some reason, her width and height grid units and her token were changed. Weird.
Weird.
Problem solved.
By the way, in case there was anyone wondering, that's sulfur hexafluoride is reverse helium. Deepens your voice. Oh, come
Oh.
on.
That's awesome. I did not know that.
It's very cool. Not good for
Random
you, though.
fact of the day.
So same as helium, not good for you.
All right.
Is that bad for you? I didn't know that.
Anyway,
Yeah, if you have too much of it, you stop breathing because it replaces the oxygen in your lungs.
Oh, well, I mean, yes.
minor details.
Yeah.
So
Miners
DM?
don't use it.
So
we travel.
tell
They
you what, chat.
might. You
Tell
never
what, chat.
know.
If we either A, hit the monthly sub goal, or B, we do 50,000 bits, I will make Pixie has to sing something. But I will let her pick what it has to be. Not that cruel.
We could write her a song.
Yeah, that's right. If someone
God, no.
donates 50,000 bits, he's going to have to write a song.
Please, God, no. I can't stress how much I don't want to write a song, chat. Anyway,
Can involve pillows.
Or
It'd
50,000
be
channel
so
points.
much
You heard
better
it here
though
first.
because it will actually be themed.
I don't think so. I don't know about the 50,000 channel points. That seems untrue. So, players,
Dark.
you arrive at the ravine, and you're able to scale down easily enough. The rope is knotted. You would have to have just the most deplorable skills, you know, like missing limbs to not get down this rope, or like a strength of 6.
How deep is
I'm
it?
missing 4 arms. You didn't know that?
You're
Crazy.
missing-
How many
you're missing
arms do you
4
usually
arms?
have?
I mean, I have
Yes.
I have 7, so I mean, a sea shanty. God.
I have an extra leg.
Oh my god.
Me too.
Oh, we're getting canceled.
It's great, so you don't flip over.
TOS.
Christ. Chat, you can't see it, but I am face palming currently. So, the height that you had come down the rope from is... I had it written somewhere. Promise you that much. It is about 100 feet.
Now that looks dangerous. Is that safe? That doesn't look safe.
Well,
Then that means
you
what we're
initially
supposed to be.
are on a platform that has a small old campfire on it that you come down onto. It's a pillar, basically, a column of rock that sticks up. And that's where the rope stops at. And that has a set of stairs that have been chiseled into the rock side, going down several small platforms, breaking away and leading back and forth down the platform. But you easily navigate that and make it to the base floor of the ravine. This area is broken up with large crevices and cracks all throughout. The area is visibly unstable.
When we get to the bottom, Zach,
Mhm.
I'm gonna use my good old feet that I have to just cast mage armor on myself at will.
Okay.
I still think we should have gone around. It's only a few days.
Around.
Where's the
but
adventure in that?
I don't know. See the sights. You know, maybe get attacked by a dragon. Actually, that sounds awful. Maybe you were right to take that. Yeah, right. Never mind.
Merritt's just shaking her head at Adam.
It could happen. You don't know
Just
that.
laughs.
I think I'd rather fight goblins than a dragon.
See, Deverous will just kind of stare ahead, 1,000-yard stare. Yes, it can happen.
Oh. Are you alright?
Fine. He kind of shakes it off. We're in the field. This is good. Let's see where we can get to next. That was easy to traverse. What are we
Oh.
looking at here?
Um,
Kinda
So
takes in the
is it-
tower.
Is it dark in here yet?
Oh, it's dark. It
looks
is
dark,
Alright.
quite difficult
So-
to see.
actually.
You might want to light a torch or something for those of us who can't see.
I pull out a torch and then I cast light on it.
How'd you do that?
Blessings of the Forge.
Oh.
All right.
I have one of those too. He, he produces a completely ordinary looking necklace. Does that mean I can?
Damien just looks at him, just shake his head.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So feel free to put yourselves in your party order position, wherever you would be at on the map.
I
May
don't know
I
what that
give
is.
myself a torch vision light?
You may.
That's 20 feet, right?
Yes, it should be automatic, I believe.
No, you can right-click your token and go into the vision tab.
Ah, okay.
Adam, even though it is completely proper, he doesn't know any other way, so he's going to go first.
Let us tread carefully as well around here. You don't know what's here.
DM.
Yes.
My dark vision lets me see 60 feet. Do I need it? Should I have a torch or
Yeah,
am
same.
I good?
Oh wait, I'm gonna redact that. I did not take light today. I just light a regular torch.
Let's see.
Oh,
Silly human.
Actually, let me fix that on your character.
I also have dark vision 300 feet.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah, it's because of the luck blade.
Oh, is that right?
Jesus.
If I should have had two clerics, someone should have been a Twilight cleric.
Yeah.
That's off for now.
Or a Twi'lek.
That's fixed.
Twi'lek cleric, yeah?
Boo.
Too much tentacle.
I need an adult.
Not enough tentacle.
I need an adult.
I like that answer. That was a test. That was a test.
And I studied.
Oh boy.
Ooh, one quick point. Good job.
Zach, my nice little friend that I have with me.
Yeah.
That's invisible, staying, flying just right above me somewhere. Right?
Naturally, yeah.
Yeah, just to let you know, he can see 120 feet through
Oh.
magical darkness as well.
Let me edit his token so that is the case. I edited so the bright vision is 120 because you can't really see that well even with the dark vision factored in on dim light. So,
This is our party order.
all right. And you have your torches out?
Yes.
I've got one. I will bring up the rear.
Weird that I actually can't see it on the regular screen for the viewers. Huh.
Oh, I might not have done that right. Can you guys see the torchlight vision?
Nope.
Oh, hold on. Can you see
There
that?
you go. Yep.
Okay, there you go.
There we go, yep. So, before you even go any further, right as you make the comment, Damien, about being careful, you have no idea, of course, what is there. You hear a scuttling sound
From within, or
from not too far off, straight up from the northwest from you, as suddenly 3 giant rats appear.
Oh. Can I approach? Well, I guess we should see if they are friendly or not first. 'Cause they might attack.
They seem pretty hostile.
Well, to see if I can. Oh, God, what's the word I'm looking for? Calm the situation. Can I cast animal speaking?
You can You could do that, sure. I'll let you do that.
Okay. My spell book. Oh god, what spell do I use? Animal friendship?
If you click on the name, it should drop down for each spell and tell you what it does.
Okay.
Animal friendship only works on one animal.
Okay.
Speak-
Yeah. Speak with animals I have. That's the one I want.
Okay. So yeah, you could use that. All I have to do is click on the icon to the left of the name, and that'll cast the spell into chat, and then I'll be able to see anything that you're using in that sense.
Right. So seeing that the rats are hostile and knowing that I could maybe calm the situation before anything happens, Marin casts spell speak with animals and then approaches slowly the one that closest to her on the right and asks, we mean no harm. We are just looking for some other humans that have come through here. Have you seen them?
Merwin, you know, as a druid, and so I'll give you this freebie outside of playing it. So the rats themselves, though you can speak with them, they're still not going to share.
They're not intelligent.
Yeah. So they chatter, and it comes out roughly as food, get food, must have food.
Okay. So they're hungry, right? All right. So she turns to the party. Is like, they're very hungry. They just keep talking about food. Maybe if we give something to them, they won't attack us. Because I'd rather not get bitten, if that's okay with you.
Are you all right?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you are talking to rats. It's not a great sign.
Well, if it helps, does it matter?
I mean, I suppose not. What would they like to eat?
They're rats. I'm sure anything would do. Do we have anything? I mean, I guess we could give them some of the hardtack.
Oh, I was thinking bacon, but that's probably all right. Do you think they'll like
Why would
hardtack?
Even they'll
don't give them the good stuff?
Yeah, don't give them the good shit.
Wow. I thought you were
They're
friends.
rats. They live in a dungeon.
That's not very nice, but all right. Adam digs through his pack and just get a few biscuits of hardtack and tosses them at the ground near the rats, taking a step away.
Immediately devour it in seconds.
Oh, I don't like that.
Cleaned
Would
entirely.
they be saying anything else, or would they be content with that?
You can give me a trying to give an appropriate role in this instance. You can give me insight.
Okay, hold on.
Why is it every chat? You don't know this, but every time I run a D&D game, the first goddamn monster that my players encounter, they always end up feeding it every time. Pixie once fed goblins to a mimic in her party.
Yes. That's awesome.
Semi-tamed an aberration, and I feel like this is going to be the same
So
thing.
what you're saying is feed everything, become friends.
I swear
Yes.
to God.
So,
This-
once upon a time, I was playing an elf wizard, and we were in a war camp, having taken a couple prisoners, one goblin, one hobgoblin, and the hobgoblin wanted to eat me. And so, to trade information, I polymorphed the goblin into me. Yay!
Oh my God.
I only rolled a 10.
They're pretty simple creatures, and you can tell with your experience that. You know what? I'm going to give you advantage. So if you want to use advantage, if you hover over the roll in chat, you'll notice that there's a little dice option for disadvantage or advantage on one of either side.
Yep.
So you just click the one with
So you want
advantage,
me to
and
roll
it'll give you.
advantage?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. That's a much better roll. You
Yep.
know without a doubt that at this point you could probably get by with safe passage, and the rats won't bother you.
All right. Marin looks at them and looks at the party and says, I think we should go now while they are content. So let's go.
Get on ahead, Adam. Just once we get past the doors, keep an eye out and let's stay quiet.
Right.
Don't draw any attention.
Have you always thought you could speak to animals, or is that new?
I can speak to animals. It's
Right,
not
sure.
sentences. Look, if we can learn to speak to goblins and orcs, we can learn to speak to animals.
I don't think that's the same thing.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
I definitely don't know what I'm talking about.
There you go. Move on, little boy.
So,
At least he's honest.
Keeping an
all right,
eye
so
on those
feel
rats.
free to position yourselves.
I think that's the door.
So
Should we knock?
the
No.
narrow stairs that you enter in this courtyard empty out into what was apparently some form of battlement, but because the citadel has sunk so far into the earth, this battlement's now level with the surrounding floor.
Oh, so that is not a wall right here.
Yeah, no, it's not a wall.
Okay.
It's what's left of what would have been a wall, basically.
Right.
You notice that the floor stretches away to the north and the south from where you've come, and it's just that crumbled masonry all over the place. And then, of course, right in front of you, facing the west, is the surviving remaining structures of the Sunless Citadel. Right before you stands a tower that you see a door as the entrance to. Real quick, I would like let's see. Go ahead and everyone can give me a perception check real quick.
Nope. 2 nat 20s.
Take
God damn.
What?
It's good.
Rose is back in the field. It feels good.
2 nat 20s, chat. God damn it.
It's all right. It's only 4 for the night.
Yeah.
Well, Elf, I
that's
don't have very
not-
good perception.
I'm very good at perception.
Well, I mean, Shadowmora, there's already been 2 others. That's 4. So,
Don't worry, chat. I got the nat 1.
Glorgan and Devros, you both notice instantly. Both of you having experience with your hands working on materials and crafting things. You both notice something's not right about the floor that the others are about to walk forward on.
Devros will shout out, "Hold!"
Glorgan will say, "Step back."
Kind of frozen in mid-step.
When he froze, Damien walks right into Adam's. Oh, forgive me, friend.
Stumbling forward, foot comes down. What? What's happening?
At that moment, Glorgan and Devros assist in pulling you back. And just in time, because it so happens, the floor opens up.
Oh, that's
Hmm.
lovely.
Right, well, this isn't creepy at all.
How far down does it look?
It looks like it's not that far. It looks like it's maybe at most something like 15 feet down.
Does it stay open?
Yes. Don't mind the looping animation. That was me fucking up.
Would
You
we
all
be able to
probably-
see if there was anything at the bottom?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Damien's gonna ask his hidden friend to see what's down there.
So your companion, Damien, peers down and into yes. We all love to shriek in a manly fashion. Looking down, he reports back, or rather it reports back, that there seems to be several corpses down there of smaller creatures. Looks like goblins or kobold. And a single rat is down there gnawing on bones. And it looks up and it chatters at them.
Seems there are goblins and such down there. And a rat.
Oh, is that so?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Shall we step around? I mean, we don't want to disturb him in his meal.
Quite. Thank you for that. That was good.
Are you all right, Adam? Marin turns his earlier question back on him.
It's all right. My heart belongs in my throat anyway. It's fine.
Why they say adventure is the taste of life.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll get used to it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I hope life tastes better than it smells.
Depends on your cooking.
Wow, that's true. So, players, you notice that with the trapdoor open, it is still possible to navigate to the door. It's about a 2-foot wide crevice that leads to the door if you just go up and around it.
Yeah, go there.
Keep an extra eye out now.
I'd like to ask that one of the two who spotted that go first, if that's all right with you.
I'll check the door since I'm here.
Sure.
That sounds great.
How does the mechanism work?
The mechanism, you figure out that it's a sensitivity pressure tied to it. If you wanted to try to jam it shut and basically mess with the mechanism, then you would need some thieves' tools to do so.
Yeah, no. I'll inspect the door. And how does that work? Is it like a lever or knob or?
It's just a doorknob.
All right, I'll tap it once just to check and see if it zaps me, and then I'll try the door.
Nothing happens.
All right, I'll
When
try
you-
turning the knob.
When you turn the knob, the door opens.
Let's go in a bit quietly as well.
I'll shimmy. Ah!
And give me 1 second here, guys.
Oh no!
Who
I
would
shimmied
do
into the
that?
wrong
Oh no,
place.
it's over.
Yep,
He's floating.
tippy toes.
There's
In the door.
Sparta.
Float in.
Who would do that? What if you come home drunk one night?
You probably use a different entrance.
That's mad. There's no different entrance. Is there? I didn't see an entrance.
We really didn't look around.
Well, in
I
my
can't imagine
experience-
anyone lives here anymore.
What, do you think this is new?
Well, it's been here for a long time, it seems. I would say that experience has always dictated that even if you haven't found it yet, that doesn't mean that there's not a possibility that there could be another entrance just hidden.
I suppose.
So, I assume you guys are entering the room.
Yes.
I
Okay.
did open
Let's
the
go
door.
in. Let's go in a little quietly.
I did open and step in because of the gap behind me, kind of like focusing on the gap more than what I was blundering into.
Yeah, naturally.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so
I'm bringing up the rear, so I'm just waiting for everyone else to go in.
Devros, as you enter into the room, you immediately notice that there appear to be, you can make it out with the help of the torchlight coming from behind you. You can make out clearly that there are some dead goblins in the room.
Okay, they are dead. Whew.
Yes, that little icon on the top left with a skull is going to be our dead, D-E-D, dead indicator.
They're moving.
Yeah, that's why I was
Yeah,
worried. I was
can't
like, how
really,
dead are they?
I can't really stop that part.
I mean, if you hit them hard enough.
That is true. That is true. You got me there.
All right, I'll stop here and I'll like say, oh, we've got some dead goblins. Careful, could be more traps. And
So-
I'll inspect the first one.
As you enter the circular area that is cobbled with cracked granite, you notice all of you, the 4 goblins that are apparently slain in combat here. Noticeably, even one corpse is at the far back of the wall, embedded into the wall with a spear that has skewered it. In the room, you notice that there are 3 wooden doors leading from this area. The one you came from, and then one to the northwest and the northeast.
And is this the window?
Now that is that's not important.
Now, hold on.
I wonder what's this over here. What's
Sounds like none of
Marin-
your business.
Merrin walks up to the closest goblin and gingerly gives it a kick with her foot just to, make sure that it's actually dead.
Oh, very dead.
And then she looks around. She's like, "What? I was just making sure."
Naturally.
I thought they said goblins lived here.
this? Goblins and kobolds.
Looks like there's
Oh
a
my.
guide here.
The spear, does it help? Is it like a normal size spear, or
Yeah, it's a
little
normal
shorter?
spear.
Normal
Well,
goblin.
Clearly, they've
For a
had
medium-sized
some
person.
bad house guests.
How long have they been here, Damien? Yeah. Asked basically people who knows his specialty.
Should I make a medicine check?
Yeah. $24. Okay, that's pretty good. So, looking them over, it looks like they haven't been dead terribly long, but they have begun to decay in some fashion. Which one do you examine specifically?
One right in front of me.
One right in front of you? Okay. So yeah, looking at them, it doesn't seem like there's anything other than the very blatant combat that took their lives. But you would guesstimate that it's been within at least the last month, for sure.
So just like kind of kneeling there, looking over them, says, "Yeah," and I'll relay that information. Something fought them.
That's not good.
Well,
Suddenly,
we can only hope that the people we are looking for have had a better fate.
suddenly, behind you, from outside, you all hear a loud thud.
What was that?
Be careful.
Just checking.
And he falls
outside.
in.
Holding on to the door frame.
You quickly deduce that it's actually the trap that reset.
Oh. It's closed. It's closing. I think it's stuck.
I think it's stuck.
Steps on it, falls back in.
Let me try.
Great. So great.
Oh,
Well,
well, that's-
should we continue?
Might as well. That's what we're here for, right?
Which way? Should we toss a coin?
What about this one right here?
Do we have a witcher?
I
Okay.
just meant heads or tails,
Does it matter? To be honest, I'd completely forgotten about the people we've come to find here.
I would say
Uh,
left.
If everyone would like to give me a wisdom perception check,
Just a
Also,
perception or a wisdom check?
just a perception.
as a matter of
God damn.
detail,
Another
Nat
20?
20.
Jesus Christ.
And back down to the 6.
as a matter of detail, usually you would use investigation to find traps.
Well, good thing this isn't a trap.
No, I just mean like for the trapdoor.
So,
Also, Zach, what do these goblins have on them exactly?
on the goblins themselves is just basic crude gear that you would find on just about any goblin. makeshift old swords, bits of leather armor that have been cobbled together.
Devros would be seen stripping them if nobody else does, and it would be putting it all in a pile, like a scrap pile.
At least Devros knows from his skill that there is no value in selling the armor directly or the weapons.
You said
but
and there's a spear
could
in
do
this
so.
one, right?
Yes.
Everything serves a purpose.
So, real quick, Marin, you're the only one who notices, but off to the side, you notice that there's something weird about the outline over here. You're pretty sure there's a door right here.
All right. So Marin was just watching Devros in fascination, and then something catches her eye, and she walks over. Hey, guys, I think there's something here.
What, like more rats?
I think there's. I don't know. Do I know that it's an opening, or can I?
You notice that you figure out as you approach, you figure out the opening to the door is actually a masonry block next to it that serves as sort of a lever to trigger it open.
Yes.
So I can press it.
Yeah, you could
and
press it.
Open the door.
Yeah, you believe that if you pressed it, then it would open up that door.
Okay.
So-
Guys, I think there's an opening here that's hidden. Should I press this button?
I don't
Be
know.
careful.
Can't you just ask it to open?
I'm going to hurt you.
That's not very nice.
You're not very nice. Just let's just open this, shall we? So she presses the block.
While she's doing that, Adam, would you mind pulling the spear out?
All right. So,
Can I go through there?
Marin, when you press the block, I'm gonna need a dexterity savings throw.
Okay, what do I have to do for the acrobatics?
No, it's just a flat dexterity roll. So if you look on your character sheet, you'll see it there.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, if you click on dexterity, it'll ask if you want to make a check or a throw. A saving
Alright.
throw.
Yeah, Rando, I asked Adam would take the spear off this person.
Ooh, all right.
20.
A total of 20. All right.
Nice.
You reach over to touch the masonry block, and you push in, and you sense a spring snap, and you pull your hand back, and several small needles spring downward, and would have clearly pierced your hand had you not moved it in time.
Ooh.
Right, well, that was close.
All right.
But the door opens.
This place is
Ta-da.
mad.
Inside, you see the corpses of three skeleton archers who had once inhabited this citadel. You would guess that they were some of the original members. Their clothing has long since rotted away into nothing but small bits of garb.
Can we see if there's anything else in the room?
Real quick, you said that you were pulling out the spear?
Yeah.
The goblin? Okay. Once the goblin has been moved off to the side, he slumps down. The spear looks pretty crude, honestly, but it's not as bad. It's mainly just from wear and tear. But you notice behind the wall, or behind the goblin, on the wall is some script, Damien. It's written in Draconic.
Oh. Adam, hold on to that spear. We're going to use it to, just in case there's any more funny business with floors. We're just going to tap around.
Right. That's a good idea.
So, Damien, you instantly can translate this since you speak Draconic. It says, very simply, a charlatan.
You're going to have to
Type that
type
out.
that.
I will
Yeah.
type that out for chat.
Damien will write it out, of course, for everyone. And of course, write the word itself and translate it to common to them.
What does it mean?
Not helpful.
Perfectly helpful.
Looks cool though.
Asha Delon, thank you.
Do I have a meaning to me?
You can give me a knowledge history, or so you can give me a history or an arcana roll. Anyone who has those is welcome to do so.
I do arcana because they're both the same, really. But just do.
I have history.
I have no idea.
What was the third one?
There was only two. It was arcana or history.
No.
I mean, I got a
damn my intelligence.
Yeah, did pretty good.
I'll do the thing with the button. Yep.
Yeah. It looks like a case of Charlottesville on there.
That's definitely not a mercenary or a smithy, so I got nothing.
This is.
Is that the only thing you know about?
Yeah, none of you are certain what that is. Though, Damien, you are pretty certain that it is a name. If you had to guess, it being draconic, it is most likely a dragon's name, but the name itself doesn't ring a bell.
Right.
So, on to Aaron. That door you opened up with those archers.
Yes, I think Marin will ask if Devros or can go in first just to check if there's any more traps.
You know, it's
Before
very
we step
convenient
further.
because at that moment, red orbs spark into the eyes of the skeletons as they all rise from the ground. I'm going to need initiatives.
I'd like to grab Marin and yank her out of the passage just in case.
I'd like an initiative from you.
I'd like to do that first.
I wish
I'm arms deep in this goblin, like rooting through. This is great.
As you do.
Yeah, well, I did say I was clearing all their stuff off.
Where's initiative roll?
Okay,
top right.
Top right. Under proficiency.
Attributes. On your character sheet.
Yes, that.
Oh god, I'm so blind.
Wow. I was literally like arms deep in the goblin. I'm like, what?
Wait, what?
Right. Oh, there it is.
Wait, wow. Were
You
you
actually
actually
rolled a
the
one?
goblin?
Oh, 2.
Did you get consent?
Second.
My
Second
bonus
pixie?
is... I guess that's what I was asking for, and that's why it took forever, and that's why I'm so, like, bewildered.
Oh, there it is.
On
Damn.
the ball. Of course, the bard is on the ball. That's great.
Am I able to yank Marin out of the line of fire?
We're about to find out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, those skeletons went off pretty quickly. So it looks like that most likely you'll probably be able to. Nope, she goes after the skeletons, and you go after her.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, you try. So, Glorgan, you are the first one up.
Yay!
Yay!
Where are
It'll be
the
fine.
skeletons?
In this room.
On pink. Yeah.
Where in this room?
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there, you know. Don't mind the cameraman. He's just doing his job, chat. He's just doing his job. He's doing his best.
The way you said that, just...
Look, he's out here working hard, okay? He's trying. It's a cramped
But I
space.
pictured like an actual cameraman like running through with like the camera and the cables, and he's just like, hold on one second.
And I'll be honest, chat. I'll be honest. Just, you know, the cameraman's not paid well. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
So Zach, you're going to put us all in combat state?
We can do that ourselves, I guess.
Did you
Yeah.
do that?
Are we
If
not?
you right click
we should be.
your token, you'll see a little shield with two
Okay.
swords. That's your combat state.
Apparently, I'm already in combat state.
If you roll
Yeah.
initiative, I believe it already adds you.
And
Okay.
if you look at the second tab with the fist, that's the combat tracker. You can see where you fall on the list.
There should
It
really be a way
highlights
to pop that out.
Yeah,
are-
that's-
Yeah,
there's a
should.
mod. There's a mod for it,
Yeah.
and I think I might grab that too.
I'm the first one.
Yep.
You are. You speedy.
All right, so Pixie's first
All
time
right.
in combat.
Yep.
All right, so what would you like to do?
What can I do?
Well,
Whatever you want.
Yeah, basically, you've got your spells. You have a light crossbow. You have a dagger.
So
You
I'm
can-
pretty sure you can, if you wish, you can do things
You could use
past
your,
us.
yeah, you could use your bardic inspiration to, encourage everyone else to do well.
Or someone to do well.
Bonus
Thank you,
action.
Anonymous, for that gift sub. Enjoy it, Crimson, even if it's coming with cursed emotes.
So, DM, what does Bane do?
Bane, if you click on the name, it will tell you exactly what it does.
To answer
it
your
says,
question,
Up
it
to three
imposes a
creatures.
penalty on
Yeah.
attack and saves.
D4 for up to 3 creatures. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, which is very convenient considering there are 3 creatures.
Can I use that?
Charisma saving throw time.
Yeah, you can.
How do I use it?
So if you just click the little icon next to the name Bane, that will cast the spell for you, and it will automatically subtract it from your spells for the day.
It has you. I'm being told by the system I have no available first level spell slots with which to cast Bane.
I fixed it for you.
Okay.
So now you should be able to click that little icon, and it should cast a spell for you. Yep, there we go.
Saving throw 13. You don't need to roll the dice.
Oh, I didn't do that.
That
on
was me.
Purpose. That
Oh.
was him.
So let's see. Saving throw of 13. I'm guessing that is a...
Charisma.
Oh, yeah, it's right there.
Mhm.
Now, will it roll for all 3 is the question. Of course not. Be too easy.
1 fail. 2 fail. 3 fail.
All right.
Nice. So 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm. They are all Bane.
Yeah, so anytime they make an attack roll, I will be rolling a d4 and subtracting that number from their attack rolls.
Just
That's very
remember.
cool.
Just remember. I believe it's a concentration spell. Yep. So anytime you're hit, Pixie, you would need to roll a concentration check.
It's
Which
a
is a-
con save.
Yeah, Constitution save.
All right.
Usually DC 10, or unless it's half the damage, I believe. If it's higher.
Half the damage or 10, whichever is lower.
Mhm.
Whichever is higher.
Mm-hmm.
So, next up is Skelly Boy 1. So, Marin, you're gonna get pew-pewed. I hope you're ready.
Oh,
Yay.
doesn't sound right. See, remember I was pulling her out, and
I don't know about that one.
no, it's I remember.
Oh.
Ooh,
Well, you
just,
remember, right?
Minus D4 as well, Zach.
Yep.
please.
All
So
right, so
17.
17. Does a 17 hit you?
I don't know how to check.
If you look at the top of your character sheet, you'll see your armor class.
You should be able to target her and automatically attack her, so you don't have to ask that, right?
In theory.
My armor class is 15.
Okay, so that does hit. All right, so we're gonna roll that. All right, you are taking 5 damage as an arrow slams into you.
Ouch.
Oh, that's not nice. Damien says, across the room.
All right. So, that is going to be the first Skelly Boys action, followed by the next one, who will be proceeding to do the exact same thing.
If I get hit again, I'm gonna die.
No,
Yeah,
you
don't
won't.
worry. We got you. Don't worry.
Misses.
See, there you go. How about that?
Yeah, I know,
That's
right?
epic.
Very handy.
Misses.
So yeah, second
Even with the
skeleton misses.
-4 or
Up
D4,
next,
sorry.
up next is Damien.
Come on,
Move out of the
Salvatore.
way and let them come out. Don't get in deep line of fire, and I'll hold a firebolt when they come out.
I can't move yet. It's not my turn.
I know. I'm Damien saying that.
Yeah, he's
saying
just
let
giving
them
you
out.
the guidance in character.
Okay.
Anything else you're doing, Damien?
So just holding a firebolt whenever first
Okay.
skeleton he sees.
All right. And the third skeleton is attacking.
I
Okay,
like that.
taking a deep breath.
Just not in the lungs.
Ooh, close. I mean, not
Nah,
really,
there's
because you
Bane.
still had the D4 Bane to roll, but, missed anyway.
Yeah. I like to think it was all Bane. It was the darkness.
It was definitely the
That's right.
insurance that she needs.
Now is not the time for
Mary,
fear.
it is now your turn officially to move.
All right. I'm going to dive to the right and out of the doorway.
Okay. So feel free to move your character. You have up to 30 feet of movement.
Get behind me.
But I went to the right, and you're behind me. So.
Instinct, solid wall. Both
Yeah.
are defensible positions. Adam and a solid wall.
That's right.
Yeah. So I dived out of the way to the right and up against the wall, holding my wound. I have an arrow in my shoulder. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
You can also ready an action if you want. Ready an
Um,
action, basically, you say, I ready an action to cast a spell when X trigger happens.
Or an attack, or
Yeah.
because you have a movement, you have an action in a round, and then sometimes a bonus action depending on your class.
And you can interact with one object.
And if you look at your features and your spells, they'll all have descriptions of whether it's an action, a bonus action, that sort of thing.
No, I think that's all I'll do for now.
Okay. You're doing fine. You're doing fine.
Seriously considering life choices, I like it.
Well, these things happen. All right.
Yeah. You open a door, get shot twice in the chest, and think it's a great idea.
Oh, fuck doors.
These things
doors
happen,
are
you
the
know?
problem. All
Oh,
right.
yeah, because those are real close.
And come on down to real fake doors. Adam, you are next.
Adam, of course,
Just
dives out
before
of
you
it.
start,
Sorry, go
I
on.
just wanted to say before you start, it's Marin, not Warren, guys. The M just looks like a W.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, indeed.
It's a fancy
font.
It's a fancy font.
Adam dives out of the doorway as well, planting himself in front of Marin, drops his torch at his feet, free action, movement,
Yep.
object interaction action. I'm demonstrating. Object interaction action. He draws his longsword out of a scabbard at his side, and he uses his action to ready an attack for when the first enemy passes into range, or into view, rather.
Of course.
So that's a movement, moving in front of you. Dropping an object is a free action. Object interaction is drawing a weapon or pushing a lever, and using my own action to ready an action for attacking.
Next up, Devros.
Devros's head kind of snaps up as he hears like the "Hey, I'm opening the door," and then the twang, twang, twang of the bow, and everyone exploding into action. He'll surge forward, shield and torch up, and he's going to draw his mace. And as he does so, let's see how I do my movement. He's going to come to here, and ready his mace to attack if one comes a little closer towards the door frame.
Naturally.
But as a bonus action, as he's walking across, he looks over at Marin, and he's going to reach out with his mace in his hand and his fingertips outstretched as his holy symbol starts to glow with like this inner forge fire, like a stoking of the forge. And he'll just utter out a single word, quench. And I'll use bonus action to healing word.
Okay.
Do I target and then cast? Or how
Yeah, I
does
believe
that
so.
work?
I believe if you right-click the icon that you want to target, and then that little bottom left icon once you right-click a token.
Okay, so that's with the red dot.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yep,
I
that'll
love this.
let you do it.
We were targeted by you before, Cross? That's rude.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
I had you all. Apparently, like when I just I can highlight you all apparently and just target you all. It was weird.
I need spell slots, DM.
Oh. How did you not give yourself spell slots, you silly man?
What about a shield lantern? A schlantern for short. Sorry, not the time.
There you go. Your spells have been properly accounted for.
Thank you.
Make sure I have my spells just in case.
I'm checking yours now, actually. Yeah.
It says 2 out of 2, so I'm guessing I'm fine.
So I click healing.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be it. Boom.
2d4.
Okay, that can't be.
Let's just do
Critical hit. You rolled a crit, that's why.
How do you roll a crit, though?
I have no idea. But you did.
Hey, I like this, but
You're making
well,
me too
so-
healthy.
It would be 4 plus 4. So
That's
it
too
would
much
be
power.
8.
That's too much power.
so you really just healed up all your wounds.
No,
right
it would just be 8, not 12.
yeah, just 8.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
looking
think
into
healing
that.
word needs
Fighting
the buff
fit.
of temp HP too.
No, it does not.
No.
Mine do not.
Hey,
I'm sure
it does
there's
now.
some variant that does.
It does now. Thanks, Gio.
No. GM's not that generous.
That's my full round of actions.
All right. Glorgan, the bard,
Yes.
bestower of banes,
Mm-hmm.
digger of holes.
Not quite.
She might
It's
have been
different
out of
now.
the way.
Oh, sorry.
Digger
What
of
is
those,
Glorgan
that's it.
doing?
Yeah, you can move around because I believe the door's right here. Yep. Let the skeletons hit the camera. Let them hit Twitch.
Not
That's
the
right.
cameraman.
The cameraman.
He doesn't have health insurance. This is America.
Too bad.
Oh,
This isn't
His favorite.
America. This is Luskin. It's worse.
Yeah, down on your Luskin.
What does the DM recommend?
DM would recommend getting the fuck out of the way of that doorway.
Yeah.
Unless you want to look like a
Alright.
pincushion at a voodoo
Do
doll
not
concert.
be on the side
I
with
will move.
Devros. Do not be
Alright.
on the side with Devros.
Where
Devros
you-
is in line of fire.
Yeah,
I will
the
move.
cleric be the tank.
I will be on I'll move the other direction.
Okay.
That's not
Yeah.
towards Devers.
All right, you can click your token
here,
and then
fine.
drag him if you want to. There you go.
Excellent.
Now, that was just your movement. You could optionally, if you would like to, you can also use I believe you can still use a ready action to attack. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So you could use a ready
Concentrating
action
is
to...
not an action.
I just wanted to make sure. I'm still
You
learning
are
chat.
correct. You are correct. You
So-
can only concentrate on one.
You could choose to have a ready action to fire off your crossbow at one of the skeletons when they step through, for example.
How do I do that?
You
you
just tell
just
me that you're
hold.
doing
I'm doing that.
that. Okay.
Yeah, the skeleton's about to get hit by like 4 different things when it comes up.
Oh, there's multiple, right? I'll get the first one. Devros will get the second one. You'll get the third one. Actually, Damien will get the first one.
Yeah, that's
Or
true.
he will try.
I will try, and I'll probably hit one of you. But
All right, I believe
not
in
one.
you. So, the first
I'll sue
skeleton
you for malpractice.
steps through.
and fire.
Excellent.
Hey, do the thing. He did the thing.
19.
Bam.
As you all see, the rim gets a little bit brighter, and then you just hear like a streaking fire just go through and hit this thing straight in the chest.
Pew-pew.
Nice.
Just like that.
for 4 damage.
A decent
Okay.
hit.
All right.
Oh no, why, friend? I'm getting a hint of your mutants and mastermind characters coming from this guy as well.
No.
No.
What was that? Brilliant. Is it dead?
No,
Okay.
he's still ticking.
Even worse, it's alive.
Well, true. I can't. Oh, there we go. Adam also takes his action, what he makes up for, and what he has in poor edge alignment, he makes up for in wild enthusiasm. That's a hit.
Oh yeah.
How does that? You don't have enough. Oh, there it is. 7.
Frank,
Well-
apparently, are you rolling at disadvantage with your longsword?
No.
It said
Oh.
you rolled with disadvantage.
That's weird. Hang on a sec.
I mean,
Did
you still
it?
hit.
I mean, yeah.
You still
usually-
hit it. It's just
Yeah, no, I know that. It's
I also crit with a spell, so don't worry about it.
weird.
These
It
things
didn't
happen,
give
yeah.
me the option to roll last time. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
That'll
Same
still
difference.
do it.
All right. So 7 damage.
7.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wait a minute. I shouldn't be at +8.
Wait, what? +8. Where are you seeing +8?
Oh, +6. No, right. Never mind. Carry on.
So
Mhm.
it
Yeah.
took that hit pretty hard, but it's still going.
It's crazy.
I know, right?
Right on 3.
All right. So we
That also has
have.
one.
So I have a held action.
Yep.
And
You are up next.
I will swing with Macy. So I
Good old
right click
Macy.
on it.
Yep.
How do I disengage the click from? Okay, there you go. So it's there.
You have to double right click.
Oh, thank you. That was confusing. Normal attack.
It's confusing to me.
Ooh.
Ah, critical.
There it
hit.
is.
Take that, you heathen.
And that's with a mace, correct?
Yeah.
Well, it has the vulnerability to bludgeoning, so
Takes double damage.
yeah.
So then I do critical. I just click the critical damage.
Pretty
and
sure
I
this
do
is gonna
critical
be
hit.
so
Oh,
14
nice.
damage.
Oh no, that was it doubled. 2d6 plus 2. I rolled a 3 and a 2.
Right, but it also has the conditional vulnerability to bludgeoning, which would double
Oh.
that.
Oh,
Yep.
So yeah, it's yeah,
it's
it's dead.
pancake it into the floor.
Yeah, like the bones scatter across the room, like it's a box of Legos.
Nice.
Good hit, Devros. Jamie says in the butt. Looks like preparing another spell.
Cocks the mace back.
Oh, that
Ready to
icon.
go.
That icon All right, next up, another Skelly boy.
Bonk
Steps.
on the head.
He steps forward.
And I believe the crossbow goes off.
That is true. That is Glorgan's chance to fire off a crossbow.
Yay!
Yes.
You
How do I
can
do that?
drag- you can drag from your your equipment into your action bar, and click on your action bar, and follow the prompts.
I do like the prompts.
Good stuff. Now you gotta do is click on the attack in the chat bar.
I can't
Why not?
because it's saying it's designated to consume ammunition, but no resources specified.
You didn't buy
Yeah,
any
we'll fix
crossbow
that.
bolts? Ah, what a
Pretty sure
You
you
stupid-
don't
did,
tell me these things.
Make sure you get 20 bolts.
You start with 20.
Yeah, you start with 20. Do you think I am that? Chat, come on. We all know I'm not that mean.
He
Okay, sure.
forgot to do that because he gave us luck blades.
Oh, I
True.
don't know about that one. That seems untrue.
Oof.
So what am I doing?
I am pulling up crossbow bolts so that you can have some in your inventory.
I
Yes,
don't
I
think that's how that works. I think you have to adjust them from your, like in one of your resources.
Well,
Like
it's
you
just
have to
it
assign.
in there.
I mean, you have to assign a resource, like resource 1, 2, 3 to the crossbow, and it's going to be in attributes, I think.
Okay, try now. you know, for now, let's see. You gotta be kidding me. Well, this is the learning part of the entire process, chat.
I love it.
Frankie, you said
So
that it has
cool.
to be designated.
Yeah, you have to have it as a resource. I think.
In your inventory under consumables. I have 20 bolts.
I mean, it's sitting in there. I added it to her inventory. Let's try and do that one more time. No, okay, that's weird. It is in there. I'm looking at her inventory right now, and it has 20. All right, ranged weapons are more complicated than I initially thought they were going to be. Let me see real quick here, chat.
Can you check off doesn't use consumable?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for right now.
Oh, okay. Way ahead of me.
Oh, wait, I found it now. Never mind. Okay, Pixie, now try to use it. It should go off just fine.
It's not letting me. Hold on.
Say
The
it should
skeleton.
pop
So
up now with yeah. I just clicked on it and yep, there we go. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Shadowmura. It's just a learning experience where we're all learning how some of these functions work. It's super nice because it helps the players keep track of ammo, encumbrance. It'll keep track of how much currency even weighs if you want it to. Okay, so that was a total of 10. So the crossbow bolt will miss. And that was your ready to action, so we're moving on
Back
with
to
the
the
skeleton. It is going to try to fire off an arrow. It's going for Adam.
That makes sense.
That'd be a disadvantage up close.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for letting me know.
Oh, yeah.
Any ranged weapons that are used in melee or spells that require an attack roll if cast
Yeah,
in
probably.
melee.
Oh, look at that. He misses.
Ranged attack roll. Melee attack rolls don't.
Correct.
Also Bane as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
It's not hitting.
yeah,
Oh,
it
it's not.
missed. It missed anyway.
The hell is your AC?
18. Adam is carrying a shield.
He's smart.
So is Devros.
The other skeleton is going to have one hell of a time getting out of there. But that doesn't matter because it's Damien's turn.
He can move. You can move through other friendly squares.
Correct.
Fair enough.
Would you move the dead skeleton out of the way?
I guess I could do that.
Would be nice. Thank you kindly. Wow, what is
Wrong
this
one.
giant skull now?
That's the
There
dead
we
one.
go.
The
Maybe.
Damians are going to stay in its place and. Harbor.
You can also shoot through allied squares. Hence the shrieking. The man
I
is
just hear
shrieking.
the ringing of a firebolt going through.
How are
7.
you doing that? Oh, whoa, hold on a minute.
Yeah,
That was
wasn't
cool.
that cool?
That was pretty.
Hold on a goddamn. Do that again. Do that again.
When we do it again.
Do it again.
I can't. Didn't he would take the damage as well? So.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No, it doesn't trigger it.
Does
The,
it?
the damage I apparently have to apply myself.
Ah.
So you can
Oh.
fire off the animation again if you want to. The chat, see that again.
Oh, miss. Oh, there he goes again.
So
Look
cool.
at that.
It's so epic.
Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, 7 damage for him.
Yeah. After this, I'll teach you guys all how to trigger those effects and those things with your weapons and gear.
Okay.
Okay.
You better have like an epic animation pack. Because if I don't have Omni-Slash, I'm not going to be happy.
Pentathrust, man. Pentathrust.
Oh,
That's
look
what
at,
you really
look at my
want.
wrist, chat. It's time for me to go.
That's
Fresh
what
out
he's
of
going to do with
those
the luck blade.
animations.
Let me use Omni Slash.
Get the fuck out of here.
Riot
Slash.
Blade, man.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize this was Final Fantasy.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
With all these animations
I
flying
stand
around, what you
corrected.
think?
I stand corrected.
Just
yeah.
wait till you see the damage numbers at level 20.
You definitely char the bones on that one, but he's still standing strong.
Good hit. Good hit.
Got anything else?
I think this spot is actually real good. Is it a sort of action? Is it to listen in, really? Make sure nothing else is creeping up on us?
Perception.
For perception.
Action? Okay, never mind.
In
I'm good here.
combat, to use any of your main skills, it's an action, unless you have a class ability that allows you to do it as a bonus action or somehow a free action.
Gotcha,
Though
gotcha.
knowledge skill checks are always a free action.
Gotcha.
Like, for instance, if you're a rogue, you can just hide for no reason.
Hey,
Checks out to
rogue
me.
things.
For an inquisitive rogue, you can look for clues and hidden enemies as a bonus action.
That's true.
Always handy. All right, so next up,
I'm good.
additional Skelly Boy,
Oh no.
who happens to actually have a pretty good line of sight right into Devros's world.
Yep. I'm staring at him over my shield.
It's
Does
coming.
it? I don't like that.
Oh, there.
It's a good thing that I was trained as a Jedi, actually.
Oh, 23.
And Bane as well.
My,
but
my
let's see.
AC,
Yeah,
my
that's-
AC is actually 19 because of my
Ooh.
Forge blessing.
Here we go, chat. There's a big.
So
Now.
No, I think
Go
19 still hits, so there's no chance.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
20 still hits me.
All right.
19
So,
is too. Yeah.
here we go.
Actually, I was trained as a Jedi, so I'm going to
Oh,
deflect that with my lightsaber. I mean, my longsword.
That arrow went right in there. 3 damage, buddy.
That's not what happened, though.
So that's why you said, don't come beside me. Or right behind me.
Down to 8.
All right. That is going to be that skeleton's action. Next up, Marin. You've been healed. What are you doing?
Can I use Entangle, or is that a preparing spell?
Preparing spells is for a class itself, not so much the actual act of casting them. The time that it takes is listed underneath your spell book. You'll see the spell usage. It'll tell you how long it takes to cast it. For a druid, you just know all of your spells automatically, so you just get to pick whatever you want to cast because you live in a perfect world. So with that, it's a 1 action, so that would be your action to use it.
Yes. I would like to use Entangle on the Skelly that's in front of Adam, see if I can restrain it.
Okay.
Alright.
In
How do
this
I use
case, restrained might not be helpful. When you're, all it does is it gives you disadvantage to attack rolls, and you can't move. It doesn't actually stop you from attacking. It already has disadvantage to attack us.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's
So,
right. I was just looking at it then.
It is a
And,
good spell. But in this instance, it's probably better to save it for later.
True.
Yeah, save your spell. Your big spells.
If
Or
you
limited,
want to,
sadly.
you could also alternatively just run up and give it a big old thwack with your quarterstaff, because your quarterstaff is bludgeoning damage, which means it would take double whatever you roll.
Is there
Yeah,
a
just
great spell as well?
let
Was
me
it Shaylink or
quick
something?
look.
Shaylink?
Lady is good, yeah.
Lately.
Cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'll just do that. Am I close enough to it if I go here?
Yeah, if you're diagonal, you're close enough.
Alright, cool.
Also, even after you move, you can and hit someone, you can move back as well.
Oh, nice, yeah.
If it had a melee weapon, it would provoke an opportunity attack, though.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
So,
Convenient.
do I just click my quarterstaff?
Yeah. If you target the thing you're going to attack, that'll also allow you to automatically know whether it hits or not. Saves a little bit.
Yeah,
of effort.
double right click the skeleton and.
That's helpful. I know you said that before, but I wasn't sure. Okay.
No worries. We're all learning here.
Oops, I did that twice.
You're fine.
And then you go to the text box and hit it, and then there you go.
There we go.
Oh yeah. So you hit. So
Yeah.
roll that damage.
This one.
Yep. So it's going to take 6 damage, which is conveniently how much it had left.
Nice.
All right.
I helped.
Hooray.
Great.
And if you so wish, you can move 25 feet again, anywhere you want.
Yeah, and then
Wait.
I'll just like go back behind the immovable object.
High budget effects right there, chat. They just kind of face the wall when they're dead. As you
Adam's
do.
my
love
human
it.
shield.
All right. And next up is Adam.
I'll nod to Adam and be like, "There's one left," as I'm looking into the room.
Right.
As there's an arrow right in the shoulder.
Away.
I can do this. I can do it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Fine. I'm going in. Adam goes in.
He comes back out. I don't have this.
I don't get this. Why are his pants wet?
Yeah. Adam,
It's just a bit moist in
humidity.
here. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's all the
Adam goes
humidity.
in.
Cameraman, move in there. We don't have a good view.
It's fine. It's fine. I got this.
Adam goes in with the wild swing. Again, at disadvantage. Why is it rolling at disadvantage?
What are you
You
doing?
keep hitting
wrong?
at disadvantage?
No, it didn't give me a prompt.
Well, you rolled a 4, technically. But
Oh, I see. Hold on a second. When you control click, it just rolls at disadvantage.
is shift
Weird.
click a advantage?
No, alt click actually.
Ah.
Well, now we know.
Okay, cool. Hotkey.
We're learning.
And yeah, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll normal attack now. Wait,
There it is.
disadvantage again.
Why do you keep doing that?
Hold on a second.
What are you doing?
Badly missed the skeleton.
Okay, there we go. Jeez. We could have just used the first one was a 16. It doesn't matter. It's
Yeah,
the
either
same.
way, you hit. Roll that damage.
7.
All right.
Consistent.
Thankfully, you can, for those who want to know, if you're ever subtracting health from your character, if you go into the left side of the hit point box, if you just highlight that and type in minus whatever you're taking, it'll automatically subtract for those who hate doing math.
In
Okay.
our main sheet.
Adam is trying to put himself between the skeleton and Devros.
What
Is it
what-
Devros or Devrose?
Devros.
Okay.
Or do you want to be
didn't
called
help.
Anvil?
It
Which one?
just doesn't say. Well, Anvil is the name he uses when he's in like in this kind of combat
Okay.
because it's a lot easier.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be Dev.
Or yeah, see that's why he avoids that and he goes with Anvil.
Yeah, well, too bad.
Well, it's the
Oh yeah,
anvil's turn.
yeah, whatever you want. Okay, bring in the anvil.
Those things are heavy.
Do that.
We would say hammer time chat, but DMCA's.
How are you spinning so quickly?
I hold shift.
Wow, look at you. Thank
Maybe
you.
if you hold shift and use WASD or the arrow keys, that'll allow you to shift your character's viewpoint.
Take my mace.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Yeah,
how
that's
about
not
that?
doing anything.
Also, if
Make
you hold
nice.
shift, you can
damage.
if you hold shift
I'm
while
holding
moving
shift.
your token, you can
Doing nothing. It's not doing that. There we go.
Was
No,
that 12
am I doing
damage?
that?
No, that was me doing
No.
that.
I'm not doing it then. I can't do it. What's going on?
12 damage from
Nobody
bludgeoning.
knows.
We bum rushed the skeleton.
I hear lots of noise in there. I'm like, is everything all right in there?
Bones come exploding
Yeah,
back
there's
through
just-
the door.
Yeah, literally just a big ol' heap of just death as a skeleton skull comes flying through the room
Oh,
and
fun.
just lands off to the side.
That was amazing, he says as he slaps Devros' injured shoulder. I'm sorry.
Fucking Christ.
He
I'm
grimaces.
sorry.
He grimaces, but he kind of like nods in approval, like he did well.
Florgan steps
And
over
my-
to the skeleton and kicks the skull.
My very favorite part about this, when I hit end encounter chat, you can't see it, but it asks the dungeon master if they would like to automatically award XP. And you just hit yes, and it automatically calculates it. Mwah.
We got XP?
Oh,
You're such a
yeah.
nerd.
Enjoy your XP, chat. Or players.
Yay!
Chat doesn't
30
get it.
XP? I'm over it.
That's
Well, it's
awesome.
divided-
After I'm so
divided
kind to you.
It's divided amongst party members properly. What do you want
Oh,
from
look
me?
at that! And it's got the little
Yeah.
box that
Even-
explains it all.
Yep, it even tells you the breakdown, chat.
Yeah, it's a 10th of a level. We're doing pretty good.
Hell yeah.
For
Should
those
you?
who want to see it, I will take a quick screenshot and I will let you guys see it in the Discord channel if you would like.
Damien
gonna-
comes in as like a. What's in this room exactly? Outside of, bone dust? No?
Chat, I'm gonna be lazy. It's just gonna be in the general chat. Exclamation point Discord if you haven't joined the Discord yet.
Right.
Go check it out.
Okay.
It's great.
So yeah, that is the end of combat.
What is in this room? Says
Other than you three handsome people, not much.
I appreciate it.
I
The
will
skeletons, I'm
move
guessing
out.
they all have crossbows.
They have
Not crossbow, bows.
Yeah, they have regular bows equipped to them. But searching through them, you find. Let's see. One second here. Let me roll this out.
Should you leave that in there? That doesn't look good. Actually, you were wounded too, weren't you, Marin? You're right.
Yes. Let's not do that again if
So-
we can help it.
Oh, do you want to
Players,
leave?
You find 5 silver pieces and 1 gold piece, as well as each one of the skeletons has an immaculate single arrow each in their quivers.
Which they how obligingly did not shoot at us.
Yeah.
Mr. Devros, come look at these arrows here.
I'll take a look at them as kind of nursing my shoulders. I pull out the one that was embedded, and I'm kind of just patching and patting the area. I use a little bit of my gauze to kind of just pack the wound.
Fantasy medicine
Mm-hmm.
always works.
Also, the skeleton's clothing. You said there's a little tattered and all that.
Yeah. They have all the signs you wouldn't even need to make any rolls to tell that they are very old.
I was
Ac-
seeing if there's a symbol or something on them.
The clothes are so tattered, there is no symbol left.
Gotcha.
Actually, I have a question for you.
I have an answer for you, maybe.
Adam is going to examine one of the coins. When was it minted?
Oh, good question. Props to you. Plus 5 XP.
I'll take it.
Fine.
So, the coins were minted a period that you can't identify. If you would like to
I
give
have
me a history roll,
history.
anyone who's got history is welcome to make a roll.
These are old. I don't think I've ever seen these before.
Oh,
Definitely not last decade.
19.
19?
I will
Okay.
assist Adam because not really too familiar. How far back, but
Yeah.
so you.
Yeah, so that didn't work. Definitely not in last decade. You don't think people from the future, do you? No, that doesn't make sense. Never mind.
Hey, Adam, let me have a look.
Oh, yeah, right, sure, right here. Actually, there's
Do
a few of
I-
these. Wait.
Do I know anything about them, Rin?
Let me pull that up real quick.
Actually, why were you going through their pockets? That seems rude.
They're dead. They're not gonna need it.
Suppose they're not.
So Adam, as Damon puts a hand on your shoulder. What was that screech I heard? It wasn't the
Oh.
skeletons, was it?
No, that was the rats outside, I think.
Ah, I see.
I think they're quite hungry. It's we should not go back. Or definitely leave, maybe. I don't know. One of those.
I would suggest if we do go back out and they're hungry, we can feed one of these goblins to them.
Adam looks a little bit green. Oh,
That's
that's
actually a good idea.
that's great. Ugh.
Damien
Oh, I
has
don't,
like a wicked grin on his face.
oh, that's not.
Well, at least it's not you, Adam.
That's true.
Mhm.
So, did I know anything about the coins?
The age of the coins, based on just the sheer amount of dust in the area, you don't recognize the coins directly. But you would guess that these coins have to be at least over 500 years old.
That's a very old coin. Maybe we should hold on to those.
Could be the right price for the right people.
Exactly. Maybe we can take them back to the town and get some information after.
What? Do you think people pay more for older money?
They do.
That doesn't make sense.
Collectors.
You'd be
Museum.
surprised what people collect.
I would.
Also,
Right.
does anyone need bone dust for any sorts of components? Sure, we can.
Not I.
If we were starting a garden.
What, like, like gardening or cooking? It doesn't. I suppose I could make it into bread.
Bone meal.
High in calcium.
It's not leavened, but I could have bought oats or flour or something.
Can we just pick a door, please?
Yes.
I vote the one that doesn't have more of whatever these were.
Just be careful about opening them, I would say.
Take a look at this door over here. Oops. I guess I can click on them.
Damien would look over back at the text right here and just give it a nod.
Not it for going first this time.
I'll do that.
Remember,
Oh, it's
Adam, use the
fine.
spear to tap the floors just in case.
Oh, yes, that's right. Adam goes to pick up the spear, and comes back, just uses it to push the door. Push the door open. I mean,
Yep. Door opens without a
that's
problem.
clever.
Cameraman goes in first. He's got manners.
Seems
After
clear.
you.
I cast guidance on Adam.
Adam's just prodding the
reaching
floor
out.
carefully. That
Seems
was
to be
different.
fine.
What was that? Did you? Oh, no, it's fine. Never mind. Is that...
Oh, shut the door in front of you guys.
So, Adam, inside this room, the masonry walls are roughly 20 feet wide, and clearly, even without any expertise in craftsmanship, you even notice that they're in poor repair. The far end has even collapsed, filling the southern section with dirt and rubble. The western wall is in much better shape than the other walls, and you notice that it holds a stone door with the rearing of a dragon carved into the relief on it. The door, noticeably even from here, has a single keyhole situated in the rearing dragon's open mouth.
I don't suppose there's a key in there?
No.
Oh, yeah. Do you know, I think maybe we should stick to this wall here. I don't trust the rest of this, actually. I'd rather not go through here. Is there... That doesn't seem safe.
Damien kicks the cameraman out.
Wow. Rude. Fair trying to do
What
his
do you
fucking
think?
best.
Should we go around?
What
If
does
you
the
think
rest?
that's best.
What does the rest of the floor look like?
It
Like,
looks
is
like
there
the rest of the building itself. Just at a cursory glance, if you want, you could make a perception roll to see if you can discern any more information about the flooring. Maybe its
or-
sturdiness or its stability in general. But at first glance, it looks broken up, but not like it's going to collapse on you. 24? Yeah, of course. So with that, you can assess pretty easily that this is pretty safe to walk across. You don't see anything that stands out as like it's going to give way or cause you all to fall into another pit.
And there's
For now.
nothing that's drawing my interest, like it seems off or different.
No, nothing at all like that.
Is this a cave-in on the south?
Yeah,
As
it
well?
looks like the wall itself has started to give way and has crumbled. There's just a large amount of debris and rubble over there.
I'll reach out a hand to Adam's shoulder, and my holy symbol will glow with that kind of forged light. And I'll be like, go with guidance.
Oh, thanks. I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Thanks, I think. Just dunking the ground in front of me carefully with my 10-foot pole, aka the spear.
As you do.
Yeah. I think there's a key.
You know, if things don't work out for you, Adam, you could always go into gardening.
Thanks.
The look of confusion on the face. I'm picturing it.
I tried once, but they wouldn't take me on as a farmhand. That was a few weeks ago, actually.
It was just a joke.
Oh.
That's
Ow.
all right, Adam.
That's funny, I think.
And you said there's a dragon on this door, right?
Yeah.
What color is the said dragon?
The dragon itself does not have any painting on the relief of it. It is carved from granite. But you can give me an Arcana roll, and that Arcana will tell you what kind it is.
I'm going to guess red or black.
21.
Yeah, it's a red dragon.
Hey,
A red dragon.
that seems right. Or green, maybe, but you know. I think there's a keyhole. That looks like a keyhole to me. How big is the key supposed to be, does Adam think?
It looks like a standard size key. Maybe about, due to the size of the door, a little bit larger. Maybe it's about like 3 inches.
Adam, steps away a little bit and tries pushing on the door with the spear, see if it opens. Or, using the thingy that you use to open a door.
A handle.
Yes, that's the one. Right, thank you.
So if you want, you can give me a strength check. Rather athletics, whichever,
Yeah, okay. Wow, really? There's no way. Wait, survival over athletics? Are you joking? Okay, sure.
What, to push on the door?
No. I just questioning all of my choices now.
Is your survival higher?
I don't actually have athletics. It's crazy. Okay, whatever. 19.
19? Okay, so you press on the door, and that door does not budge at all.
Oh,
Is there anything in the room that might, containers or whatever?
Guidance. You get a D4 on top of that ability check.
23.
Wait, hold on. That's +3. Is it +3 as well? Or it's just D4?
Why is that at +3?
Are you shanking the door?
No, it's a 1. I don't know why it rolled at +3.
A 20.
Yeah, 20 total.
Okay, so even with that, now the door doesn't, not even close.
Damien's going to remember the name and speak Draconic. See if anything happens. Step back a bit, Adam.
Yeah. All right. Why? And then I fall into a pit trap.
Easy bait.
Naturally.
And
Wow.
and Draconic.
You fancy fuck.
See if anything happens when I do that.
That you can't see it, but he's typing in Draconic, which has a special script in Foundry. So, the hell are you typing in here anyway? Oh,
The name. That's all.
Yeah. So when you speak the name in Draconic, nothing happened.
Guess we need to find the key.
I think Marin was looking for containers. Is that right?
Yeah, Marin, when you look around, you notice that there is nothing in this room other than that dragon relief etched into the door and the rubble to the south.
You're right back.
Well, it's clear we're not going to find a key in here, so maybe we should check in the other door.
Sure.
The only option. Not
Um,
mistaken.
Under the rubble, maybe? You know what? Let's just check the other door first. I don't want to do that.
If you want to check the
Sounds
rebel, go
awful.
for it.
No, I don't. Maybe you should. I could cook something.
I can have someone do it.
Right, well, Oh, look at that. I think I hear something in the other room.
Close the door behind us. Nope.
Again, testing the other door.
Sure. Yeah.
And then, pushing against it, see if it opens. Is it locked?
Back.
Welcome back.
No, the door is not locked.
Be careful.
I'm trying.
Try harder.
Says the woman with an arrow in her shoulder.
Ooh, got him.
Oh, that's been taken out.
Well, still relevant.
Like a hole in the. Oh, yeah. No, you're right.
Still nothing suspicious, trap-like.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Okay.
suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Oops.
So, which way?
Let's multiple doors here. Let's keep closing the door.
Great.
Let us be a tad bit quieter now.
I'll lend
Alright.
Pixie a hand since she's got work in the morning.
All right.
I believe Pixie's gonna sign off for the night because she's got to get up early.
Yep.
Well,
Thanks
have a
for
good night.
playing.
Have a good night.
We're
Thank
lasting
you
a
for
little
being
bit
here.
longer because it's the first night.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Awesome playing with you. You're awesome.
Yes, what he said.
Yep.
Bye.
Good night. All right. So you're opening up the door to the south.
Very quietly, going to just like open it like an inch to take a look, just throwing away just passing the torch away to Damien.
Yeah.
Taven grabs it.
And of course, it occurs to him that he can't see in the dark, but too late.
So the door itself, when you try to open it, doesn't budge. Clearly, it's locked.
Walk
It's,
around him to the far end, kind of watch from afar.
It's actually locked.
Yes, that's becoming a bit of a problem, isn't it?
I suppose. Maybe we should have brought keys.
No one here
A
is.
skeleton key, maybe?
Haha! That's funny. Trying the other door like an inch.
So when you try to open up the door to the north, it opens right up.
Is it empty?
Yeah, completely devoid of anything notable. Little bits of rubble and material, but nothing that would even be remotely worth trying to scavenge or save.
That seems like a waste of architecture to me.
Be careful in there, just in case.
What do you mean? It's
Might be-
completely empty,
Oh,
he
okay.
says as he walks to the center.
There it might be some traps in there.
Oh, so that's why I have the spear, right? She says, walking around the room.
Tapping everything.
In the center of the room.
Conveniently, nothing terrible happens. I know, chat. I know. Dungeon Master who has a kind heart. Take note.
See, I told you, it's empty. Nothing to be worried about.
All right.
Well, there's one door left to check.
Actually, is there, well, actually, Marin, you seem to, do you think there's another one of those, stupid nowhere passages full of, deadly monsters, maybe?
Oh, you'd like me to check?
I don't know. I didn't see anything. You saw something.
Damien will
Alright,
help you out.
Merrin walks into the room and stands in the center and slowly turns in a circle.
Congratulations, there is still nothing in this room.
Oh, not
Yeah,
even a
I
roll.
don't see
All right.
anything. I think it's bare. Let's go.
Are these doors different, Zach, right here in front of us? To the west?
To the west, just a set of double doors, but they're made of wood as well. Nothing that stands out is particularly
Gotcha.
noticeable about them.
Suppose I'll try the last one. Again, pushing against it with the thing.
So, when it comes to this door, it opens right up without any issue.
Just proceeding inward, just very quietly. Trying to be quiet, anyways. I'm not wearing heavy armor, am I? Hold on a second. I am wearing heavy armor. Well then. I'm wearing chainmail. If that wasn't clear.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Potato. Not at all.
Disadvantage.
It's fine. It'll be great.
So, yeah, feel free to open up the door.
Oh, yes.
So, in the new room, the cameraman rushes forward, kind and courteous as always.
The hell was that?
Did you see that? Is that a ghost?
The ghost of all our bad decisions.
Yeah.
Well,
Now?
Yes. It sure is. Oh boy. Stepping inside carefully, just looking around. If it's empty, grabbing the torch from Damien, proceeding.
Yep.
I think someone was living here, maybe.
so
Is there something in it?
it?
Oh my god, there is something in there.
Yeah. You notice that there is a soft weeping sound coming from inside the cage. The cage itself is open.
Is there someone here?
Inside is a small, tiny kobold.
Adam, not knowing any better, walks all right, steps forward slowly, gently, hands to his side, showing, I mean no harm. Are you all right?
The creature before you immediately looks up and seems frightened. He doesn't seem aggressive. He has a number of obvious scars across his body.
Zach, I think you need to fix the overlay.
Do I need to fix the overlay? Oh, good God.
My
Oh
eyes.
boy.
It may have
Well,
exploded.
It
Chad,
took over 3 of our characters.
Well, these things happen, Chad. These things happen.
Oh, that's life.
OBS likes to rebel. You know how it is.
Shh, don't worry, little one. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you.
Oh, there's 2 of them. What is this?
2 of them.
There's 2 of them.
2 of them.
Yeah, I see 2.
Awkward. Problem solved.
I see
Oh,
dead people.
You should get
Oh,
that
you
looked
too?
at.
No. Shh, it's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. I'd like to try and, soothe the kobold, the creature.
The kobold looks at you and he says, "You help Meepo?"
Sure. I'll help
I
you.
burned
Meepo.
Meepo immediately, as you can guess that is his name, claps his hands in joy. "Oh, good. Meepo take you to Usadrill. She help. She knows everything."
What happened to you?
He furrows his brow and he mutters, "Goblins. Goblins took our dragon. Calstrix, our dragon."
Your dragon.
Calstrix.
"Yes, that is the name of our dragon. Meepo was in charge of protecting the dragon."
You,
Good.
like a real dragon. Adam gestures with his arms just wide open. Like
Meepo smiles a bit and puffs out his chest. Yes, Meepo was in charge of Calstrix, and then immediately realizes, oh yeah, I fucked up at my job, and they ran off with the dragon, and is once again very depressed.
It's okay. It's all right. Nobody thinks you did a bad job. Adam looks at the others, uncertain, like what is going on here?
You will see Damien looking over at his shoulder, speaking to something. Like, I want my imp to go over here. See what's over here. Since
Sure.
we're just let me know.
Sure. As your imp moves over to here, it doesn't see anything else. The corridor around here seems empty.
Okay. I have him basically posted up just in case anything does come up.
Yeah.
He alerts me. Oh, Meepo, how can we release you? He's looking around.
The cage is open.
The cage is
Oh,
open.
Oh, it's open. What the hell are you in here for?
He's sad. The dragon was staying at. And
So the
doing-
cage is where the dragon lived.
Yeah. You
Okay.
can easily, without even having to make a perception check, you all, as you finally get close to the cage, you can each see that the cage itself actually happens to have, most notably, a number of teeth marks and claw marks around the cage, and even a spot of ice.
Would you, by the way, spell out the names that he said so far?
Sure.
So, Meepo, this
If he's been looking after the dragon, maybe he knows what the word means.
I speak the Draconica and Draconic to it. Basically asking you, what does that name mean?
When you say the name Ashardalon to it, Meepo turns to you in recognition, but he doesn't say anything specific. He just goes, Meepo
Insight.
don't know, but Usadrill does. She knows everything.
Insight check.
Yeah, I'm an insight check as well.
Sure. He continues, if you make nice and promise to help, then Usadrill make nice to you.
Usadrill was the dragon, correct?
Usadrill is his leader.
Oh,
Calstrick
Calstrix. Okay.
is the dragon.
All right. Where, actually, have you seen 4 other people who would look like us come through here recently?
Big people. He
Big
thinks for a
people.
moment. He nods his head excitedly. Meepo remember tall man and woman.
Only 2.
Just the two.
Okay, that way.
He says, gesturing showing the number 2 fingers.
Meepo thinks, yes, 2.
Damien will walk over to this table over here.
When you walk over to the table, you happen to notice a number of shiny bits and baubles.
Oh, bits and baubles.
Yeah. The bench that you're looking at, kind of, from what you can guess, based on your experience, serves as kind of a tiny altar. It's just got some small things on it, some containers of green dye, a paintbrush made of some very fine quality goblin hair bristles.
Hmm.
And,
You say fine quality. I don't think that word means what you think it
Oh,
means.
are you saying
Nah.
that goblins
Not a
don't
goblin.
use fine quality materials? This
No.
is discrimination right here. That's what we're experiencing here, chat.
Hmm.
And as well as 4 tiny jade figurines of dragons.
So they're painting miniatures.
I'm sorry, did you just press X to down?
Yes.
Also,
Correct.
they might be painting miniatures. You never know. Gotta pass the time somehow.
So these are just baubles to, offer, quote unquote, in sacrifice to their quote unquote dragon.
Yeah, you would assume that is the dragon's horde.
All right.
Everyone says this mean anything to you? It looks like an altar. Fair.
Sorry, I didn't catch what you said.
I said, I asked Devros, does this look like an altar?
You want to make a religion check?
Yes.
Okay, I am trained in that.
I have religion as well.
Hmm. Well, 13.
Okay. As far as altars go, it's more of a figurative altar, not an actual divinity-based altar. More of a gesture of goodwill to the dragon, you would guess.
Yeah, personal as opposed to official.
Do you know when the big people came through here, Meepo?
Meepo thinks for a moment, and you can see the wheels are turning. They're not turning fast, but they're turning. And Meepo replies, Meepo remember a month ago?
Good. Thank you. Be happy to help you, Meepo, I think.
Oh, Meepo take you to Usadrill then.
Adam kind of looks at the others. He doesn't know. I mean, he doesn't know what a kobold is. He knows they're small, scaly thing. This is a kobold, but he doesn't know too much about them. What do the others seem to think? Meepo seems invisible to me.
No, they're just really tiny.
And Meepo's right
yeah.
here.
I can't see Meepo.
If you zoom in, they're
He's near the fire.
Yeah, that's weird.
He's doing
Wow,
his best.
that is very hard to see against that floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just imagine what it'd be
Um,
like to fight
oh.
hundreds of them.
Let's light them on fire. So
Wow.
Done. Hands
Wow.
start glowing.
No,
So, what do the others seem to think about helping a kobold?
I've got no problems with that.
It seems that they're, from what we understand as well from the blacksmith, the kobolds and goblins don't like each other.
Really? What does that mean?
If it gets us to our end goal.
Okay, sure.
What was our goal again?
The kids.
Yeah, we're here to. They're not really kids. We're here to rescue a shittier band of adventurers. We hope.
Yeah. Before we leave, Damon's like, Meepo, where do these two doors lead?
When you point to the southern one, Meepo replies, "Oh, that's Dragon's feeding room. We keep lots of rats in there."
Okay.
And when you point to the other room to the west of it, Meepo just replies, "That room empty."
That room empty.
Insight. Is
Sure.
it really empty?
Maybe you could go see if what the
22.
rats think about it.
You absolutely believe that he's just being honest. That room is empty. There's nothing in there.
And Meepo, how about down this hall over here, the locked door? What's in that room?
Meepo just shrugs. Meepo not know. We never been in there.
Like when Meepo's walking around, does he have a key on him?
He does not.
Okay.
Well, actually, I take that back. He has a key on him.
Okay. Good to know when I incinerate him. Like,
You would guess though that he's still being honest, and you would guess most likely that key is for the cage. Yeah. But you do
Take
know
us
with
to
your
your leader?
experience. You do know with experience, kobolds can be tricky little creatures, and they do love traps.
Do
Oh,
I
yeah.
know that from experience?
You definitely don't.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. So, as you all start, Meepo says, stick close now. And every so often, every 10, 15, 20 feet, Meepo calls out in Draconic and says a phrase. Damien knows that this phrase translates quite literally to tickle corn.
I'm sorry? Their safe word is tickle corn?
The safe word is tickle corn.
It probably sounds more dramatic to
At
our
this-
ears, though.
Before
Oh, yeah, it's
you know,
Draconic,
continuing,
so,
Damien will look upwards up here.
Huh?
Or yeah, I accidentally moved. You saw the pillars, and just
Yeah.
keep mind of it.
Yep.
And continue on with them.
Meepo, do you know what the first clue is?
Meepo turns to look at you and shrugs. Meepo not know, but Usadrill might.
Okay.
I guess
No.
we're going to Usadrill.
That seems to be likely.
I call my imp close by to me again.
I'm gonna have to fix that fucking layout problem though. Growing pains, chat. Growing pains.
It's growing in pain.
That's
Growing in
definitely
pain
what
indeed.
I'm doing. So yeah, as you all come around the corner and enter the room, you can see quite clearly that it leads to the same area.
Oh, okay.
Boop boop. So in this room, you notice on the far end, amongst a bunch of trash and rubbish, is a very important looking kobold.
As important looking as like a 2-3 foot tall creature can look?
Yeah, I mean, doing her best,
Sure.
Working with what you got, really. But she sits on a small makeshift throne with a dragon's head above it. And you notice quite clearly there's a key in the mouth of that dragon. But sitting there is the kobold that you would assume is the leader, Usadrill, as well as two kobolds on each side of her guarding her. She looks at you all as you enter, but is visibly calm, considering, Meepo is present.
Yeah, keep I'll memorize that phrase that Meepo was saying.
Yep.
You mean tickle corn?
Yeah.
You're memorizing tickle corn?
Yeah.
Just in case,
It's a good phrase to
when
memorize.
go through,
So, with that, we're going to call it here for the night, chat. This is a good dropping off point for us. Gives the players some time to consider questions that they would like to ask Usadrill. And, it's also almost 11:30 our time, and that gives everyone a chance to get some actual sleep, because, they might have work, like real adults.
I do have work in like 5.5 hours, so.
Yeah, see, he definitely needs to sleep. Tickle corn,
Okay.
the finest. The finest.
Corn. I mean, there's so many things it could be.
You did it. You did it. You all made it. You made it to the very end. I'm proud of you. So I'd like to thank everybody for hanging out, for one. It's been a blast. Also, I on the first session, I now see some glaring improvements that I can make on certain things. Some things are going to be kind of hard in general. If there's frame rate drops or anything else like that, it's... God, kinda still not a fully. It's still in beta. Foundry is still getting constant updates, and one of them is going to be hopefully soon is going to be an improvement. I've already identified it and talked to some of the people in the bug section for troubleshooting. It's mainly I have a 10-core processor, and it's not using all of them as well as it should. So hopefully they'll fix that soon, and then we won't have as many dropped frames network-wise. On the downside, I also kind of forgot to record the session. That's okay, because it's still on Twitch, so I can just download it from there. It just won't be as good. Yeah, it happens. So,
Zach, before
Yes.
you do, mind handing us journals?
Sure. I can do that.
Zach,
I'll do that.
Some questions I'll probably ask.
Yeah, I'll do that after the stream is over.
Yep.
So, anyway, I hope you all have had fun. So what we're gonna do for now is we're gonna do every other Wednesday. So next Wednesday we'll be probably streaming just random shenanigans that we're just doing in general. Otherwise, we've got our usual stuff like 7 Days to Die on Sundays, where the entire community comes and plays because I run the server on a side computer back here. And we also have Blood Hunt that we're all going to be playing because I believe Cross
2
got
days.
the code. I got the code for the alpha, and then a bunch of other people also got the code for it. So we'll be playing Blood Hunt. Did you sign
sign
up
up?
for the beta?
Nobody sent me a link.
You'll sign up. See if
Well,
Yeah, go
they'll
sign
send
up.
it.
Send me a link. I'll sign up.
Link
Okay.
me.
But yeah, so I mean, I'll post the link in Discord. But yeah, chat, if you have not joined the Discord, !Discord, come hang out. I also post a bunch of different stuff for our tabletop books and other just random shenanigans. Plus, I also do streams on like how to set this kind of stuff up. And then I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I'm forgetting, guys? Oh yeah, if you haven't, Obsidian sells rum cakes. Buy them. They're tasty. So good. Reminds me.
Hopefully soon we'll have our own Rin rum cake.
I'm sure
It
it'll be flavored with
tastes
strawberry.
A Rin
bitter and somehow hairy.
in the shape of a pillow. Yeah, it'll be perfect.
I fucking hate this. Cake's canceled. Cake's canceled. No more. Nah. We're not doing hairy pillow cakes. That sounds terrible. That's as
Sounds
bad.
really
That's,
bad.
that sounds as bad as the body pillow. That sounds just god awful, honestly. So other than that, I can't think of anything else in particular. So we're gonna go raid somebody, and we're gonna go share the love like we always do. Let's go. Let's see who is conscious right now at the moment.
Dude, chat, I hope you enjoyed our nonsense. I think we all did. That was nice, right?
I had a good time.
Great.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Still working on Devrose's personality a bit, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
It's not
And-
happening, Shadowmora. It's not happening.
Pixie finally put her money where her mouth has been for a while and joined us for a game.
Yeah.
True.
That's
Finally.
awesome. Very
Crazy.
awesome playing with everybody.
So, looks like Maddie's still streaming. So you know what? We're gonna go raid him. Looks like he's playing D&D tonight. He's doing table talk, which means he usually just covers basic general conversations about all sorts of stuff for D&D. Usually revolves around world building, and then sometimes he does miniatures. I'm too broke for giveaways, though. Sad face. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else before we call it here. I'm like 99% sure there's not, though. So yeah.
Hit like and subscribe.
Yeah, definitely do that. But yeah, I've had fun, chat. I really appreciate everyone who's hanging out. Even if you're just lurking, it's still appreciated. Tomorrow I will be streaming some shenanigans with Cattell and Mo. We're going to be playing... Oh, and if Obsidian can make it. He's got a busy
Vintage
life,
Story.
though, so we're going to be playing Vintage Story. We have a church to work on, and it's so much fucking work. But yeah,
Cool.
otherwise, if you guys want to chat random tabletop stuff with me, Discord is always an easy way to do it in the community. We have an entire section for the tabletop stuff. But otherwise, let's go raid Maddie, and let's go say hi.
Night, guys.
And I will see you all later.
Love you.